But every year it just lets me know I don't like living up here in the tri-state area. Very, very annoying. Okay. So it looks like we got everything ready here. Just need to get shit popping. We got a lot of things to talk about here, and actually, I feel like my energy is shot. All right, perfect. It didn't take too long to get started. About 4 minutes. I actually like the fact that I was able to. You get better over time. That's what you do. You get better over time. So we're going to do things differently. I know I used to have an off-topic section on this space or broadcast or whatever you want to call it. I guess I should just say broadcast. But I'm changing it up now. What's going on, Sifu? UI? What's up? Yeah, I know. Typically, I would normally do off-topic thing. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is do that another day, just to keep everything copacetic. Let's see here. So, without further delay, welcome to the No Filter podcast. If you're on YouTube and the spaces in general. And we got two topics to talk about. I talked about it before. I spoke about it before earlier on the week with a different podcast here. But I think, I want to talk about this again. I want a part two. So that being said, let's, without further ado, if you can say that, let's begin. First things first is Sony quality versus everyone else. I better get coffee immediately because that's part of the issue of why I'm so melodramatic. I'm fucking low energy right now as I just woke up and things are happening here. Just shoveled and I didn't go to the gym and I am not happy with not going to the gym ever. I hate it. So, Sony versus everyone else in terms of quality. What does that mean to everyone? What's going on, vegan? Yo, what's good, vegan? What's good, Jemiah? Pokemon came out, or one person requested to speak. Okay, cool. Jemiah was good. I guess they fixed that here. That's cool. All right, cool, that works. So they're making spaces a little better. Cool. I just saw Pokemon, right? Actually, let's start over again. Okay, now I'm getting my energy back. So, that water. Hi. Again, welcome to the No Filter podcast on YouTube and the spaces. We got two topics to talk about. The first topic would be, Sony versus everyone else in terms of third party, first party, and in general. And then the second one is trolls versus fanboys. I feel like there's a distinction between the two. I feel like people are just kind of crowd chasing at this point, which is unfortunate because you can't really differentiate who's really a rabid fanboy and who's actually a troll that's just doing it for the clicks. So I will be talking about that soon. Jemiah, are you saying anything or am I tripping? Oh, he's muted. Okay, cool. I'm not tripping.
No,
okay, cool. Because, spaces be tripping. So our first topic is going to be talking about Sony versus everyone else. I know I said that like 4 different fucking times. I'm sorry. Every time I start a space, I feel like I got a grasp on it, and I don't have a fucking grasp on it. It's annoying. I know how to do this shit, and somehow I always fuck up. But we will digress. Pokemon came out, right? So everybody's looking at Pokemon. Everybody's saying that Pokemon is nice and it's gorgeous. Well, not and say gorgeous. Let me reverse that. They didn't say gorgeous, but they did say it was really, really fun. And I get it. It's the Switch. I get it. But I've watched a couple of reviews just in general because, again, Pokemon is I like Pokemon. I'm not going to lie to you. I do like Pokemon. But looking at that game and seeing how the environments are not even fucking populated at all, seeing how they were major pop-in for a game of that graphic quality, and just you'll see stuff like, Horizon Forbidden West. It's unfortunate that game is being placed on the spotlight for how it looks, but it goes without saying. It people are going to look at it. Horizon Forbidden West is like a pretty chick that walks into an average restaurant. It's going to be looked at. That's just what it's going to be. And I wonder to myself, with the upcoming games that Sony has to offer, what is everyone going to do? What is the third party going to do to combat this? What is first party going to do, like Nintendo and I don't care about it having like a disparity between tech, because we all know that it does. Breath of the Wild looks leagues better, has way more complicated systems than this Pokemon game. Somehow this Pokemon game looks 2 generations back. Jeremiah, do you have anything to say about this?
I mean, as far as Nintendo goes, like, their fans are used to the fidelity, so I don't think it's a problem for them. But from the outside looking in, I just can see, like, what it could be. You know what I mean? Like, what Pokemon should be in this day and age in 2022 with the current tech. Like, I think Nintendo can benefit the most from having the best tech. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because their IPs are just ageless, and putting Mario or Pokemon into a 3D environment to the fidelity of Horizon Forbidden West, it just was like, I think Nintendo would be dominating the industry like by no other. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can top them when it comes to IPs. If they had the tech to match it, they would be way beyond Sony and Xbox, in my opinion. But with the tech, their quality can never be as close to Sony. You know what I mean? That's their biggest problem. Like, they can never reach that level with the current tech we have.
I mean, it really is unfortunate. I mean, because quality can be looked at as a whole bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying? It can be looked at of the quality of content and things of that nature. But the way that Sony is operating in this generation, this is just the beginning. I know you're a big fan of Horizon, and I must ask you, Maya, like, how do you feel about what you saw in terms of its quality, its progression from the first game to this sequel? Like what are your thoughts?
Like, from the first Horizon to the second one is almost night and day. Like, the amount of detail and just just passion and love put into this game is like, I think it's beyond anything people were expecting. And I know the whole cross-gen argument comes up, but it's like, if this is cross-gen, then I don't know what the hell next gen is, because next gen must be something else. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like people always say, oh, when it's built entirely from the ground up on the PS5, it was built entirely from the ground up on the PS5. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think people are giving this game enough credit, even though it's cross-gen. Like, this game looks freaking amazing. Everything people had a problem with, it's a lot better. I don't know about the story. I never had a problem with the story, but a lot of people didn't like the story or whatever they were talking about. So, as far as that goes, I think Guerrilla has taken this game to the next level, like Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2 type status, like Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2 type status when it comes to like the game mechanics and the fidelity of the graphics and shit like that. Like, this shit's beyond most things coming out in the next 2-3 years.
I would go as far when I look at Horizon, and this is pure outside looking in. I mean, yeah, I do like PlayStation, and I am a console player, but on the outside looking in, this type of step, to me, with all of the systems that they have going on, I mean, people were saying that this is the Uncharted 2 of Guerrilla Games. I'm like, I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple. Like I don't remember a game. I don't remember a game that just fixed everything that the previous game fucked up. Like across the board, and still was able to maintain its identity. That's the thing. Because when I see the previews of Horizon Forbidden West, it reminds me of the first game in terms of they're not trying to switch up the gameplay to the point where it's unrecognizable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know a lot of people like to say not Uncharted, The Last of Us Part 1 to 2, but mechanically, I think that they were too close to say that. Graphically, no. Not only does this look better, but it's a larger world. I don't know if anybody knows this, but they ended up doubling the machine count from the first game, including Frozen Wilds. So you got like 40-something machines in this game. I think we saw 4 new ones, probably 5. At least 15 fucking machines that we haven't seen before that's not from the first game. You know, not only that, but like stuff like you got to carefully, you know, take down these machines. Like if you want a precious piece inside the machine, you can't destroy the whole thing. You got to like take it off with a tool and then hurry up and collect it and stuff like that. Workbenches, you got items where you can store it kind of like GTA style. I remember a while ago, Jemiah, we were talking about that shit too. You remember we were like, she need to kind of have her own little place to kind of put her shit. You remember we were talking about that?
Say that again?
So you remember when we were talking about this a while ago, when we were talking about how Aloy needs a kind of like a home to put her shit in?
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about this before, so they announced that this game has double the machines that the Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden and Frozen Wilds have. So that's like really fucking crazy to me. In terms of verticality, they fucking went above and beyond. You can climb any rock surface that looks climbable. Like if it's a flat surface, it's not a gecko, but you can definitely climb it. And I look at this shit and I'm like, wow, Jesus Christ. Like, you know, the facial animations, people had a problem with that. You know, people had a problem with their hair. They increased that and fixed that up. People had a problem with side quests. They already started with Frozen Wilds. They started to, you know, really throw that, you know, really go crazy on that.
Real quick on side quests. Like, I have a real problem with people in side quests because a side quest is a fucking side quest. That's why it's called a side quest. Otherwise, it would be part of the main quest. It's called a side quest because it's an optional quest you do on the side. I don't understand people like, the side quest needs to be more with the main storyline. Then it wouldn't be a fucking side quest. This is a pet peeve of mine with people being a real RPG player and playing tons of RPGs and not caring about spending 100 hours playing a game. I just feel like people in side quests are so annoying. Like, if you want to play a fucking game with no side quests and shit, just go play Call of Duty or some shit. Like, why do people play RPGs and then get mad when there's side quests? That makes no sense to me. But small rant.
Yeah, I feel you. Trust me and believe. I definitely feel you. Let me see who requested Sifu. What's going on, Sifu? Okay, Spaces is on this shit now. Okay. But the thing is, looking at that much, it took Nintendo, I don't know how fucking long to create an open world Pokemon game. To me, it's like, what were you waiting for? Because the technology was there, and then when you come out with it, it looks like I don't know, a 3DS game. Aliasing out the ass. The world is not really populated, so basically, they just took the perspective of the other games and just put the camera behind them and call it a day. And I feel like people shouldn't settle. I can't gatekeep and I can't tell people what to feel. And you said that Nintendo has its own thing, but you look at the shit and it's like, I got to see what the sales are going to look like. I mean, are people just going to pick up scraps because it's like, well, at least they're trying when this company has made millions upon millions, you know, over the fucking course of since I was in middle school and I'm 37 with 20 fucking years, and they just now did something like that. They could have done this 2-3 generations ago, you know, and it's very curious to me. Sifu, what you got to say about this, man?
No, I mean, this is in regards to the side quest thing. So I understand what he was saying, that it's a side quest. It's a side thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a side piece. It ain't the main thing. So I understand what he's saying. I get that, and they don't necessarily got to be as big as I think some people want it. But I think for side quests, the problem with them, sometimes they're not as rewarding as you might want them to be. So if they can make and I heard that this was a thing they addressed in Horizon, that the side quests are more rewarding. So they make you, when it's worth more your time to do them now. So I just want to say that about the side quests. Some side quests are completely tedious and useless sometimes. So that's all. I just want to say that about side quests.
No, I get what you're
Pokemon, man,
saying.
I'm not a
I get
Pokemon guy.
the real quick, Sifu. I get what you're saying about side quests, but I think sometimes it's conflated with like activities in side quests, because sometimes you like go gather this shit and bring this over here. To me, that's not a side quest. A side quest actually has like a story and an outcome.
Yeah,
Like
you're
when
right
you
about that.
go, like when you go rescue, like
It's a mini story. It's a mini story.
It's
that's
supposed
not
to
a
give
part
you
of the main
more.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ghost did a great job of that. Ghost Shima did a great. Those side quests felt like whole other little. They felt they had some depth. Like they were really good. Like they had a little mini story. And you do a little bit of an investigation. The only problem was that I had with those, that the rewards weren't like worth my time. You know what I'm saying? It was fun enough that I did it, and it was interesting, but it wasn't as rewarding as I would want it to be. But they were still great. And I think the rewards for side quests need to improve. I think generally across a bunch of games. I'm not sure about those Fallouts or of Skyrim, because I know those games are like
What's going on, Omar?
filled with that type of stuff.
And Big, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like a lot of the rewards aren't really up to snuff, but I think it's mostly about the XP and the story, I guess, aspects of it. Like you get a little background, a little bit of world building, you know what I mean? But like I guess I don't know, like the Shield Weaver armor, it's a side quest, right?
Right.
Yeah,
but
that's
that
true.
has like
That's a
one of the
rewarding
best
one.
rewards. Yeah,
That's a fact. That's a good reward too, because that Shield Weaver is like, that's an end game type shit, So that's actually a good example of a good reward for a side quest. You might never get that if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Sifu. Did you play Frozen Wilds?
Yeah, I platinumed that game, and yeah, I played the DLC. I didn't get all the trophies for DLC though.
Yeah, I didn't either. Even though I just like the main quest. Yo, Reese, what's going on? Go side track. Yeah, he back. Reese, what's going on?
I know I'm a huge fan of Horizon, by the way. Huge fan.
Oh, you can't knock me off my pedestal, my dude. No, it's ain't pissing contest, but I'm using Horizon as a way to kind of, and even fucking Ghost, like the DLC for Ghost was unreal. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was a step above. You could see what Sony is doing every time they stack it. But you remember that mission in what the fuck was it in Frozen Wilds, right? You remember that mission where you had to help Geldon? You remember that?
I honestly no. If I look at it, if I even look at it,
so Geldon was the guy. Geldon was the guy that basically had the and I'm gonna get you True. Geldon was the guy that was looking for the looking glass. And you had to actually it was like with the snap maw, the crocodile or the alligator thing had the it was when, okay, so you remember Deep Den. I just did it, that's why I remember it. Deep Den was flooded, and then when you go down there, and it was this guy that was trapped behind a wall or trapped behind a door, and she opened it up for him. And then this whole side quest was about how his mom, when he was younger, had some sort of trinket that he remembers, and he thought he saw it in there, and he was doing all this stuff. And it was a pretty cool thing. But the side quest, they took it over. They took it to an extreme. I see that you platinum that. Yeah, I platinumed it too.
Yeah, I didn't. I played Frozen Wild. It's like I don't remember it though. Like because I don't know. It was so long ago too. So yeah, that could be it. But I did recently finish the half end, like the last bit of the Horizon, just to get like a little refresher. But I didn't do the DLC again.
Yeah, it's the guy where he's you have to go into like the water basin and drain it basically, and go into a room. True, what you gotta say about all this?
What about the side quest?
No, just everything. Just everything. I know you were kind of waiting, and I'm a little delayed when it comes to this stuff. This space is be annoying. But go on, yeah.
I think when it comes to side quests and stuff like that, I think Ghost did it best. But just like Horizon and Ghost, the rewards aren't exactly very good. I almost wish that you actually got like new weapons and new swords when it comes to like these side quests. But even though you get armor, you don't get no swords or nothing like that.
What
You
would
get
the new
crafting
sword?
materials, but you don't get no new weapons and stuff.
What would the new sword do? Let me ask you that. What would the new sword do if
I
in your
honestly,
mind?
I don't know what a new sword will do, but then again, you can upgrade your weapon, can't you? So,
You're
like,
talking about Ghost?
He's talking
yeah,
about Ghost.
Ghost,
Well,
and
see,
and
that was kind
even
of my issue too.
Even Horizon, you got that little spear. Make new like weapons and stuff. I don't know. I know they said that they are going to go deeper in the rewards of the side quest, but like
Well, I will say this.
That's a good thing.
I will say this. He has an armor set in the DLC, Jin Sakai,
yeah, I know.
that
Oh,
allow for
I
a
wanted to
whole
mention
new.
that earlier. That one right there, that is a major reward because it gives you a whole damn freaking move, and it is a power move too. You look at like a
Yeah,
spinning type of thing with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
monkey.
and I think that
I
because he's
forget what
a
it's called.
samurai, maybe they could give him another stance, but then that would kind of convolute the game. Jemiah had a really
It's
good
not
idea.
okay. Then what would they do? What would they do different in the next game? Then that's that. See, if you just said
See
that would convolute the game.
no, hold on. Just see, here's the thing. Jemiah said something before we were talking, kind of like on a PSN, and he was like, they may just go full Shinobi. Like it may be just like it may be a completely different game. Not
Not
even.
like let's look at the act because these guys are trying to
But
stay.
he's not. But hold on. But he's already a shinobi in a sense.
But,
Yes, he's a samurai, but he's using stuff that samurai shouldn't use.
but look,
He's
look,
more
He's
look.
not
using
Look,
more.
actual.
that's
He's
He's
what
not
more
actual
using.
samurai.
shinobi though.
He's using kunais and stuff like that. That's what ninjas use.
Yeah, exactly, but true. That's what he might phase into a ninja type dude in the second game because I think that samurais. If I'm not an expert in history or anything, but if I'm correct in this, ninjas come from samurai. Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Not only that,
they leave the
Jin
samurai
Sakai.
order and become ninjas.
Jin Sakai is still like confrontational. Like that's why you have these standoffs. Going complete because he's wanted. That's it for him.
That's
So
true. He's not part of
He's
like
a wanted man.
So he may just have to be. He may just have to be in the shadows altogether. Maybe he has a mission to assassinate the shogun. You know what I'm
They
saying?
might be trying to kill him.
Right. Well, they are trying to kill him. They want his head.
Oh yeah, that's true. So it might make 100% sense that in the next game he becomes, they probably give you a mission, a story, obviously, but he doesn't become a samurai. He becomes a ninja, and he becomes like a who knows, the real ghost, some shit like that. Who knows? But it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that was him come of age. I'm gonna swing the story back to on the story the topic back to this. And we already mentioned Nintendo and that Pokemon game and what it is. Say again?
No, I said honestly, I don't think Nintendo will come out with any powerful. I heard what you were saying earlier. I don't think Nintendo will come out with anything more powerful than what they Even if they come out with anything powerful, they're not going to do anything drastically different. I don't think Nintendo's that company to go any more powerful than they already are. They might go a little bit more, but it's not going to do anything like. What they'll probably go is close to last gen, like last gen consoles.
But that's what I'm saying. Quality isn't just about the graphics because again, that's why I mentioned Horizon. They literally fixed everything that you can have a problem with. Like that's the whole thing. Like and this Pokemon game is like I wouldn't even call it a half step. This is more like a quarter step into the right direction. It's still not where it belongs. In terms of a full-fledged thing. I mean, I get it. They say that basically the technology this is like almost a precursor. I would say a prequel to all the Pokemons. and you go out there and they don't know too much about the Pokemon. You got to learn it and stuff like that. And I was just looking at the side quest, and I'm telling you that game had the potential to make me a Switch owner, and it failed because they just didn't have what it took. I'm not looking for something that's kind of in the right direction. I'm looking for exactly what a real 3D, like what a real one would be. That's what I'm looking for. And that's my particular issue. And you go to third party, well, fuck it. I'm going to take it there. You go to Xbox, and I was trying to avoid it, but fuck it, ain't no whatever. But you go to Xbox, and their first party, the only thing I can think of that was of high quality across the board will be the Forza game.
They are actually pretty good, but even those fell off. The player counts dropped. I don't know if it's game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's Game Pass, but their player count has dropped. Maybe they have too much games in Game Pass and they're playing too many different things, but the player counts have dropped. That's
what I mean. But yo, what's going on, Nate? I gotta talk to you too, by the way. It's buffering on you. It ain't buffering on me, man. You gotta get better internet. But when I'm looking at this shit, you guys can hear me, right? It's not buffering, is it?
Nothing. It sounds good to me, bro.
Okay. Hey, pause. Let me stop playing. Anyway.
Oh no, man. That's how I gotta pause, man. All right, fuck it.
No, people say that Game Pass could possibly make the games because it's a nice little cushion for these developers, and they don't have, they don't have to worry about shit. So I can't. But then again, I don't know. But what I can say, all I can do is face value as to exactly what the fuck I see, and the Forza games are basically the last game in a different setting with better graphics. Now, somebody can prove me wrong. You're welcome to hit the fucking request button and tell me if I'm off the mark or if I hit the nail on the head, because that's what it looked like to me. King Thrash, shout out to King Thrash.
I actually do want to ask you something. Did you hear did you hear the Jeff Ross interview?
What part?
Interview from God damn, what's his name? He was on YouTube.
Oh, he's talking about
King Thrash and King Thrash, Sick Humor, and
Are you talking about David Jaffe, or are you talking about Jeff?
Yeah, I think so.
No, not David Jaffe. He's not David Jaffe. What's
I don't think he spoke to Jeff Ross.
He had Jeff Ross had an interview, I think, with Game in Despair.
Yeah, there we go. Game in Despair.
When they were in there. Okay, cool. What's up with that?
He is it was a cool interview, nice interview and everything, but he was adamant that Game Pass and all of that stuff might end up being the future.
Here's the thing, right? Because I don't want this to dissolve into Game Pass, right? At first in my head, I thought to myself, right? And you gotta look at where he's at, right? He created a game that critically flopped. It did well with sales, and then he had to be pushed out of his own studio. So he's going to feel a certain way. That's just like David Jaffe. You know what I'm saying? They're going to feel a certain way about just the traditional model, and I get it. I totally get it, but at the end of the day, right? I'm in the cable industry myself. So when I'm looking at what's going on, it's pissing a lot of people off with all these subscriptions. When you start giving people too many choices, the psyche of a human becomes they are dissatisfied because they think that they're not making the right choice. That's what ends up happening. I got all these choices to choose from. What about this? Oh, I'm going to miss this show. Oh, this sucks. And this is what they say. On one side of the fence, it makes things more affordable, right? Because you can pick what you want. On the other side of the fence, the human desire cannot be satiated either. So which is right, which is wrong is the question. I don't know what I
True
can.
Witty, your background, but your True Witty's background. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you got some shit in the background playing. I'm not sure, like a TV or something. True. Oh, you turned it on. Okay, so that's my only thing. I don't think that it's the future. I don't think it's the future. I do think. It's going to be a hybrid. That's the future. It's going to be a hybrid. It's going to be both. Because you still got countries that can't download this shit. You know what I mean? They're going to need physical copies. A lot of places in India, you can't just up and download it. And there's a lot of places in China, you can't just be on the web and download it, you know, because of government issues. So a hybrid situation, yeah, I can still see that, you know. I don't see it day and date with every single game. If anything, the thing that I see that's in the future is kind of like what do you call those games again? The service model.
Games as a service, gas games.
Games as a service, yeah. That's what I see as the future.
I see
those games surviving in a service way more than anything of a single player game. A single player game on Game Pass is dead on day one. Motherfuckers gonna beat that day one and never touch it again. That's the problem I have with those types of shit.
If they even pick it up. Because a lot of the times with the buzz around it, the thing about it is,
I beat fucking Spider-Man like 3 times. Like, I don't think single player games just die. I mean, it's
no. That's not what it means.
The single player games have to sell. They have to, because they don't have residual income, microtransactions, this whatnot. It's just one big ass package that you pay one time. On a service like Game Pass, they're not sustainable. They're not. A multiplayer game is. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody swear up and down that it's sustainable, though.
But you gotta understand, sustainable is different from profitable.
It's sustainable to Microsoft because they could put the multiplayer games in the same service that gets paid, right, and makes residual income with the multiplayer games. But the single player games, they're dead and gone, like in a week or however long it takes, right? Because they might play it over and over again a couple times. But what's really making the money is the multiple, so they lean on that. So they can still have the single player games, but what's really making the money is the multiplayer games and games as a service. That's what the real money's at. That's just the way, you know, where my basic common knowledge.
Every subscription service is having trouble because you're throwing a whole bunch of shit to people, and people don't have time is limited. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you create these multiplayer bombastic shits, you're competing with time. Even if Microsoft destroys everybody, Nintendo and Sony, now you got this big ass company, right? This big ass Game Pass service, and within this service, you have them competing with each other. And then you have a lot of wasted fucking people just sitting there if one game is successful and the other ones aren't. The Netflix model, you had Stranger Things and you had other such the fucking Daredevil things. Yeah, one could argue I can do one for each genre, but you only have so many fucking genres to work on. So now you have to create multiple fucking games per genre. And then one would rule the roast. And then we all know that one genre can't. We all know that not every genre is going to be successful. It's going to be one main one, and the other ones will fall flat. So now you got all these 10,000 people working, and not that many. You know, they're not contributing to anything. I'm sorry, go on.
I was going to ask. Since you're talking about the cannibalism of IPs, do you think Call of Duty is going to cannibalize Halo?
No.
Halo is irrelevant.
Look, I'm just saying. As a franchise, it was.
It's dead next to Call of Duty. Let's be real.
It lost in the 360 era. That's when it died. I'm being honest, and you call me a fanboy, whatever, or anybody can call me a fanboy that's listening to. That's when it died.
These things happen, though, man. Call of Duty came, right? Call of Duty came and killed Medal of Honor. Or
Medal of Honor did die. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was Halo. Medal of Honor, and then Call of Duty killed Halo. You know what I'm saying?
And then guess what? And then guess who's at Call of Duty's neck right now? These fucking, what do you call it? It was Apex. Add that
Apex.
motherfucker.
Yep.
Fortnite.
Fortnite is king. I
Destiny
don't give a fuck
killed
what
Halo.
niggas say.
Destiny.
More people play Fortnite than they
Destiny?
play Call of Duty.
That's a fact.
Oh no.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot of games like that.
I'm talking about up and coming and shit like that because again, I feel like they hit their I wouldn't say they hit the cap. I haven't checked the numbers, but due to the art style and the way that the game plays, I do believe that it can only cover a certain amount of people. And Apex is a little bit in the middle, and that's the up and coming thing, whatever the case is. Franchises come and go, especially if you are stagnant and you're just running that bitch into the ground. It's going to come and go. They did it with Madden. It's the same thing. 2K is dying as well.
I agree, and that's my thing. Like, I think that when developers look at Game Pass and they see the money that games like games like the service are, and they see that type of money, what game do you think they're gonna want to make? You know what I'm saying? So Game Pass is gonna unintentionally probably, and maybe Microsoft makes the single player games, but Game Pass will not be good for single player games. And Phil has been on the record saying single player games are dead. Maybe now he wants to kill it since it turned out not to be true. But
he's been wrong so many fucking times. He congratulated on begrudgingly. He was like, "Oh well, I see that was successful. Clap." You know what I'm saying? So I will say this: when it comes to Game Pass, because that's a part of quality, it is going to eventually cannibalize itself. Like I said, they have 10,000 people under their belt now that they have to make sure that they're all working, and no company, no matter how rich, wants to waste money. It's all about gaining money, more. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Yeah, we're going.
No, I'm saying when you call Game Pass sustainable, it's not the same as profitable.
No, we are aware of this too, but people think that Microsoft is going to keep throwing money into a fucking hole. Whether they have infinite money or not, it's going to be an end to it.
No, eventually, but okay. You said there will be an end to it. Do you think they'll buy any more publishers?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
I didn't know you were talking. Go ahead.
No, I was just trying to say the profit comes when you get 100 million subscribers. That's when you get the profit. Now, it'll be self-sustainable and profitable at that point. You know what I'm saying? They just got to get there. 75 more million to go.
So okay. So how many more publishers do you think they need to buy before they get to that point? Because
I don't think they need to buy anymore. They might. I don't think they need to, but I think they got enough to feed Game Pass.
I think as long as Sony keeps denying them Game Pass on their system, they're gonna keep buying publishers.
How many more? Again, you got to understand this. You got to understand this. They're not the only ones that could buy shit. You know, you got Tencent. You got Tencent. You got that. What do you call Embers? Whatever.
Honestly, Tencent's not taking anything off of other platforms. So Microsoft is.
This is what Microsoft is doing. They've been doing this, and people think just because Microsoft has endless pockets, right, that they can't fire people. They bought Nokia, and I heard this argument too about they just buying things and putting them on the shelf so no one else can get it. They had the intention of having a Windows phone, and it didn't disrupt the industry, and they canned 10,000 people. 10,000 people.
That shit crazy.
That's a lot of hardworking people fired.
Game Pass is going to be around as long as Microsoft wants it to be around. That's the easy answer because they're not making money on it now, and they weren't making money on it. I think they'll never make money on it. Like, let's be honest.
It doesn't seem like it. And the more people they collect, it's like you got to pay those people.
I mean, I don't think the thing is Microsoft is like PC. The money is irrelevant. Like they'll spend money until they feel like they don't want to spend money anymore. That's the problem with Microsoft is if they don't want to, like Zoom, they'll cancel it. But if they want to, they'll keep it around forever. You know what I mean? Like
he's right.
They have the money. They have the money to sustain that.
Yeah, but you look at Microsoft and what they make is pretty much endless. Like they just make too much to actually lose enough to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? They just make way too much in Microsoft. So it's just like when they be like, you know what? Never mind. It's not because they couldn't.
Why they can Mixer? Why they can Zoom? Why they can the Nokia?
Honestly,
they weren't profitable and they weren't sustainable.
No, I don't think it was about the money.
Everything under Microsoft is sustainable. Everything under Microsoft is sustainable because they have the money.
Fado said Adam, but Fado, you have to request to speak though. I don't know why Fado's retarded.
I think they swallowed those.
Oh shit! It's 4 people. My bad, Fado. You, and you. I didn't even know it.
Oh, here we go, Fado with the Xbox.
No. It was Gamecast.
My bad. I was not trying to do that. My bad.
Oh, what happened?
No, it was all these requests. When I looked down, I was like, "What the fuck is going?" I didn't see it. You gotta I guess you have to DM me.
Yo, Microsoft might have bought those.
I was gonna DM you a second ago, but no, it's cool.
Straight up, just take their shit, take their technology, whatever it is they were doing right, and just keep it. That's what they bought them for.
What they bought,
that's my conspiracy theory.
What they bought is very apparent. You don't even need a conspiracy theory to see what's going on. It's easy. It's easy. They're trying to be a publisher, like Tencent.
Well, I do believe that. It just looks like that. I think eventually they will go full publisher.
That's third party.
And I think that's just the way it's going to be. Third party. They're not going to be. They're not worried about the console no more. Obviously.
They're not. It's clear.
I mean, they can only go third party if they don't have a system anymore. And I doubt that'll happen.
Do you guys think Microsoft doesn't care about
they took
like console or game sales that much?
Obviously.
Why not? Hold on. Wait. Say it again.
Do you compared to Sony now? Do you think Microsoft doesn't care that much about?
Of course not, man.
Game sales.
Come on now.
I can't hear him. Say again.
You know, no, I said compared to Sony. Do you think Microsoft doesn't care that much about game sales?
No, they don't care about game sales, not at all.
At all, bro.
See, because I said this before, and people started attacking me. I was like, "What?"
Nah, they're gonna attack you because they feel like it's like a negative, but in reality, the service itself don't matter no matter. It don't matter no more. They want you as a sub, $15 a month.
These motherfuckers are in denial. That's why they.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to cover all. They're trying to cover all. Yo, what's going on, Fatal? They're trying to cover all bases. Is what they're trying to do. That's all it is. They want to put everything within this. And I still don't think every game under them is going to be day and date. And if it is going to be it's going to be a shadow or a husk of a title.
I think everything will be day and date. That's been their goal ever since, and is going to be their goal going forward.
But what is day and date if you sit there and have a watered down version and then a regular version that you can buy?
They don't care.
That's stipulation.
Why makes you think they actually care?
That's stipulations. They bound to add some of those to make the maximum profit, even day one.
Just look at the day and dates that came out. We got Forza and Halo. They were day and date, kind of. Just use those as like future references. How
many sales they had?
This is going to end up. This is going to end up because they don't care. This is what they even with the Sony's numbers, right? Trash. I gotta get back to the subject too. Even with the Sony's numbers, Sony makes a lot of fucking money off of microtransactions, more so than anything else. Mm-hmm. So that ain't what they're worried about. It's the sales. They worried about how many trinkets and costumes and shit that you purchase.
How many colors they're gonna sell you.
And they need to make sure that all these games are in your face, so it will increase the likelihood that you will buy one of these things.
Good luck.
Yeah,
but they don't care about the sales, though. That's the thing. They don't care about
what we just said. That's we are all in agreement.
I said, when it comes to Microsoft, when you have $3 trillion fucking market cap, like it don't matter what you sell. You can sell zero as long as you have people in your games actually buying microtransactions. Like that's the same. Like the thing is,
bro, it's
all about residual revenue. It's about recurring revenue. Reoccurring revenue is the thing that they want. They want you to have the game, the subscription for $15 a month, and then in that game buy cat ears and shit for $20. You know what I mean? Yo, you buy 2 cat ears in 2 colors. That's already the full game price. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So it's like
some of these shits are like $15. That's why they're trying to move away from the sales, to be honest with you. But here's the thing. There's the issue. The big issue is going back to the subject is quality.
I just said that.
You can have this model. You can have this model. But if your quality tanks, people are going to stop buying your shit. Period. It doesn't matter what it is.
These motherfuckers worried about game.
Microsoft doesn't understand, and we want to talk about the fanboy shit too. Microsoft doesn't understand this for some reason. I think because they're so fucking rich. It's kind of like if you talk to a rich fucking person and they don't understand what the fuck is
racist.
No. If you talk to a rich person, they seem to not understand what the fuck a struggle is. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, you gotta drive.
You see them burning $100 bill in the corner and be like, what the hell are you doing?
They're like, you gotta drive to places. Mm-hmm. Oh, the horror. Oh my, they can't fathom what quality is.
That's why they're pretty much, dipping their toes in absolutely everything. They're in PC, console, game. Next thing you know, they're gonna have to playing Game Pass on a smart fridge.
This is not about consoles. It stopped last generation.
Yeah, they got destroyed last gen. That war was over.
That was it. When they said they were going after fucking Google and the other people, it was already done. It was a done deal. So it's just funny, when I look at this shit, and I don't know where it's going to go. Like I always will say that quality, you need to have a balance between quality and how much a person, I don't know what the word is right now, and how much a person is willing to spend. Both of those things need to be in play so you can so you can kind of balance that out. You have to balance it out. You can't have something that's so rich in quality and nobody can buy it, but you can't have something so cheap and fucking flimsy that nobody will want it either.
But the thing is, though, Josh, is like real quick, though, like as far as games go, this is still an art form. So quality doesn't necessarily, equivalent to like a money price, right? So you don't have to spend $100 million on a game to make that shit look fucking amazing. You know what I mean? It comes down to talent. Also,
exactly. It's all
that's true. But so like, I don't think
Pokemon games get to sell 30 million anyways, regardless, Josh.
Yeah, I don't think just because the game goes in Game Pass that it's going to be a cheaply made game. I just think that like the talent, back to the original subject, Sony's talent versus the rest of the fucking third party and first party studios is just night and day. Like I always tell people like, oh, PC doesn't have this and have that. It's like, PC is a platform. What you need to do is blame these third party developers for fucking slacking off this whole time. Like third party development has been going downhill aside from a couple studios here and there and a couple games that come out of nowhere. But other than that, like it's like third party has not been doing their job. Like WB, Rocksteady, all these studios, BioWare, nobody's putting out games like they used to be. It used to be like 2-3 games a generation. Now it's like one or a handful of games, and most of them are fucking service games. So it's like, what the fuck is going on with third party?
Well, here's the thing.
Those facts. Spit those fucking facts, Jemiah.
Here's the thing, because Batman was doing really well until they made a bad one. And then people were like, then people were like, nah, I'm good. I'm just saying how people felt about it. People were like, nah, I'm good. The same thing happened to Dead Space. It was doing well until they made the third one. And people were like, I'm good on that. I don't want to buy it anymore. Mm-hmm. So it's almost as if like people are kind of like, I don't want to, like these publishers and developers, I don't want to take a risk anymore. And I don't know. I think the publishers were making these games to certain things. Like I said, quality will always have a hand in it. Yeah, you can do the microtransaction stuff a day. Say what you want about Fortnite, but they make sure their shit's tight. They make sure their shit's tight.
Yep.
They don't want to fuck up that.
Everyone's trying to chase that Fortnite money. That's what it is.
I think that Microsoft and Sony both are going to chase that money. The only thing that Sony needs to make sure they keep doing is what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about. So, right. With Microsoft, they don't have what Sony's been doing over the last gen and currently this gen. So they got to work on that and the gas games too. They got a lot of work to do over there. And I think they may not match the quality of PlayStation because PlayStation is always going to push for the highest possible. That's their banner right now. Right now, you think Sony, you think quality, they put it there themselves. They speak of it as that's their shit. You know,
doing that shit since the PS1, nigga.
Exactly. So I know, but now more than ever, though. Now definitely more than ever. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's like that. We're selling you the highest tier gaming over here, and they're gonna sell you the most affordable, cheap shit over there, and that's how it is.
I think that Sony realized, like, like I said, Nintendo's IPs will never be matched by any company, no matter what anybody says. Nintendo's IPs are fucking forever. You know what I mean?
Yo, they don't even make shit.
They're not going anywhere anytime soon.
They'll be playing Mario in 3044
fucking
and shit.
kitty
You know what I
ass
mean?
games, nigga.
Like, it'd be Mario 9000, nigga. Niggas still be playing that shit.
Niggas cared about
Microsoft has all the money in the world. So Sony had to pick a ground, and they chose quality. They chose to make their shit like a Gucci or Prada. They said, fuck it, we gotta make our shit the brand to be. You know what I mean? Every game has to be fucking 10 million plus.
Gucci sounds correct, but I would say
no. But here's the thing: even
Nintendo has the IPs, Microsoft has the money, but Sony chose to have the quality brand, like fucking red bottoms and shit like that.
So here's the thing:
what IPs Nintendo?
Nintendo when
Mario,
it comes to
Star Fox, Zelda, fucking
bro,
anything,
no one's checking for most.
Donkey Kong.
People just talk about them, but no one's checking for them.
Those games are like 30 million a piece. What are you talking about? Nobody's what?
Who's buying Star Fox?
They haven't made a game in a long time, but if they came out with a new Star Fox tomorrow, I guarantee you that shit'll go bonkers.
It'll be 10 million.
I put 100 on that.
Easy, I buy that shit.
Nintendo.
It'll be 10 million.
Right.
They made a fucking Donkey Kong. That shit sold what 10 million. Like anything they touch is basically 10 million.
You're right.
Now here's the thing Here's the thing though. When it comes to Nintendo, even they are not impervious to fucked up quality. They fucked up on Zelda, and then came back with a fucking vengeance with this new one. And so what they sold. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, like I said before, these companies, when it comes to how much money you have, it tends to work in their favor when you are hungry for success. If you just have the fucking money, it's kind of like you don't really give a fuck. The concept of quality doesn't come to you because you didn't work for it. You know what I mean? It just happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Xbox can get mad all they fucking want, but the truth is what it is. It's funny because they don't even fucking play games. You busy looking on YouTube and seeing what's the flaw. Oh, Aloy floated a little bit here, or Kratos have the same boat animation, or something stupid. Oh, this doesn't burn. See, if you play this game and I burn something, at least burn up the whole forest burns up. Oh, this doesn't. It's like, really?
Josh, I truly do not understand people that have to sit there and stare at like a trailer or whatever you want to call it and nitpick over stupid fucking shit, dude. That the vast majority of people, including us that's in this call, will probably never even fucking notice when you're playing the motherfucker.
I probably notice, but
why do that?
But here's the thing.
What's the sole purpose of doing that? Those are the type of people, man, that don't actually game fucking period.
I agree with you, Fatal.
A lot of Xbots, though. A lot of Xbots.
Oh, and I agree with that statement. I agree with that statement. 100%.
When I say Xbots, I am not talking about. Let me see if anybody's trying to go in here because this fucking should be killing me. Oh, there's one person. See the bullshit. Oh, we got Deontay. Sorry about that.
A
lot of people act like that because they want a fanboy. That's
what I mean, and that's the really weird thing, right? Because we're about to go into the second topic. And Jeremiah said something interesting, right? But these Xbots, which is not to be confused with fans, right? They don't play games. You're repping Crash Bandicoot. Do you have it? Did you buy it?
Niggas ain't never played Crash Bandicoot.
You never even played it. You know what I'm saying? I can see. Did you play Doom? Did you play fucking like these games? When did you play these games? When was the last
fucking computer?
Not even just Doom. When was the last time you played a game?
I got a story for you.
What's good?
When Bethesda got purchased, right? Me and this dude got into it because he was telling me, "Oh, I'm never gonna get Fallout. I'm never gonna get Elder Scrolls again." I'm saying, "Bro, I played every single one of them. How much have you played?" Oh, I got them through Game Pass. I'm like, bro. I said, "How much have you played? Well, which one of these games have you played?" He said, "I haven't played them, but that doesn't mean anything. How can I get them? Can you?" I'm like, "Bro, that's not the point."
Yeah, he missing the whole motherfucking point, man.
Yeah, but how many people in here though? Be honest though.
How are you hyped about it?
How many people in this call right now, and be honest, man, friggin' only ever played Fallout for the first time and Fallout 3 came out on consoles last generation?
Yeah, I
played
play
that shit,
but you can't. But hold
I
on,
played
Fado.
Fallout 2 on PC, man.
No, I'm not disagreeing with him, Josh. I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm just giving you another example. I'm just giving you another example.
But you can't say, oh, you just started at 3 or you just started at that. There's shit. I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 1.
Yeah, me either.
A lot of people didn't. Yeah. No, you're right. A lot of people didn't.
Or
whenever it got popping is when it got popping. You know what I'm saying?
With 3.
Yeah, when
3
came out on PS.
Two actually is when I heard it. I heard about the game.
GTA London.
Yep. No, it was on PC. It was just GTA 2. I forgot what it was, but like I played the game and then I thought to myself, and I was playing Driver on the PS2 or PS1. And I'm like,
classic
PS1.
Good pick, Josh. Good pick.
And I was thinking, like, this is the Grand Theft Auto. I'd rather play this. And then they came in with 3, and
Driver 2 was good.
Driver 2 was really good.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? And
3. What a disaster story that game was.
I like 3, man. It was cool.
I was waiting for 3. I was waiting
3
for
was
3.
fucking playable.
I was waiting for 3. I really was waiting for 3. And then what ended up happening?
Parallel Lines.
GTA 3 came out.
Who said that? Whoever said
what?
that, you're a real one, bro. Parallel Lines.
Me.
Yeah, that game was unreal.
The fucking fucking soundtrack was classic on that motherfucker too.
Always good. Always enjoy a good soundtrack to a video game.
Oh man,
any
of
day
course.
of the week, dog.
Any
day of the week, man.
Jemiah said something earlier, and he basically said this, right? What's going on, Brian? He basically said you need to blame third-party people for making shitty ass games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get mad at the fact that what the fuck was it? I'm not going to get mad at Ubisoft for the traditional way that everybody gets mad at Ubisoft as if they killed your cat or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get upset about that.
Technically did.
The problem is that their quality went down. They made a really good what do you call it again? What was the origin story? What was it? Origins? Assassin's Creed Origins. They changed the formula.
Origins?
Yeah, and they did well with that.
What's the best Assassin's Creed to you, Josh?
I would say Origins.
Okay.
Now I know a lot of people they would say the first or second one, or some people would say Black Flag, but they were kind of milking it back then. You know what I'm saying?
Syndicate was dope too.
Yeah, those other ones were pretty cool, but I kind of like the RPG element of it. You know what I mean? It gave you a nice alternative to Witcher. You know what I'm saying?
I heard 3 was the best, or is it 2? People say
the Ezio trilogy was like probably the best one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. Assassin's Creed 2 is still the best.
Oh, 2?
Yeah. 2 and Black Flag.
I never played 2.
Also
I don't think I played 2 before.
Ooh. Damn, you missed out. I mean, they did make a remaster of it, though.
My favorite one is Odyssey,
yeah, on the PS4.
I
heard that Odyssey was pretty decent, too. Like, I just didn't pick it up because I'm like, it's too much like the first one in the open world.
My girl Cassandra, bro. Like,
this dude.
Yeah, Cassandra. The problem with Ubisoft turning Assassin's Creed into an RPG is because
you can milk it.
I like the RPG. Don't get it wrong. It's just that you can no longer assassinate. If your enemy is one level above you, they'll shrug you off.
Yeah, they fixed that, bro, for the new one.
Yeah, they didn't. You have to be leveled up. You have to be leveled. You kind of have to be like leveled up. And the reason why they did what they did is so you can grind and so you can buy shit. And now they're doing this. And now they're doing this NFT shit. So it'd be curious to see. But that's the argument that people need to come at. Like what Jemiah said. You need to come at them with that. This is not about PC not having games. Like, it's either Nintendo at this point in time or Sony. Like, you say what you will about Nintendo, and I do feel like they need to use some of that money to make the Pokemon game that I was looking for 2 decades ago, or 2 generations ago. And I get it. Their games are going to sell because Nintendo people or fans could just look past it. But there's a lot of third-party games that are not good. I remember PS2 era where the third-party games will rival any first-party game. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember PsyOps, the Transformer game that was on PS2.
Ooh, did you just say PsyOps?
Yeah, you know I always got
the Conspiracy. Yeah, that game was incredible.
Even Grand Theft Auto was third party, and it came out on the Xbox, the original Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
So
GTA kind of PS2.
They pioneer open world games. To be honest,
like,
the way they did it.
Games like Zone of the Enders, like
Zone of the Enders was
crazy games.
Those things. As a matter of fact, let me take a look at the games.
Metal Gear was like a third party game that was crazy. Like
you know what else is crazy though, Josh?
So fucking hard, bro.
You know what else is crazy? Fucking is the simple fact that all the games that we're all talking about right now, dude, man, all came out during the golden age of gaming. We're in the greed era now, dog. It's about to get worse. It's about to get worse.
No, we're in the clay area. We're in the clay area. Yo, so here's the thing.
Clay.
This shit is clay. Smugglers Run. Y'all remember that? Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had the fighting games, the Soul Calibers. You had, let me see. Medal of Honor was dope too back in the day. Let me take a look.
Oh, hell yeah, it was. Josh, you ever played the PS1 game of that?
Medal of Honor, yes. It was one of the best games I've ever played.
Good man,
You had the burn.
Frontline.
I remember being on that fucking
Frontline was
U-boat.
amazing.
I remember being on that U-boat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That was Medal of Honor Rising or something like that?
I would never. No, I'm talking about the PS1. Show me your papers. You should be passport.
Oh, yeah. Show me your passport. Show me your passport.
That motherfucker get close to you, start walking close and shit like that. Who are you? Show me your papers. I was like, oh, chill, nigga. But relax, motherfucker. Relax, Nazi. Chill.
But Josh, I think the biggest problem, like I've been saying, is publishers. Publishers have been buying so many studios and making consolidating these games and shit, and it's like there's no more innovation. There's no more risk taking. Like you got to do what the publisher wants you to do. You know what I mean? It's like these games are coming out all fucking cookie cutters. Like it's disgusting
because they don't want to do.
Feels the same. Like Assassin's Creed feels like Far Cry. Like you know what I mean? It's all like the same fucking things. It's copy and paste.
It is because it's the safest. It's the safest avenue, and Ubisoft is notorious for this. But let's go back. Okay, Legacy of Kain. You remember that shit? You got Burnout series. Even DDR. Remember that shit? DDR was fucking popular like a motherfucker.
Like my game was Shinobi. I love that game.
Shinobi. Yep. You had Silent Hills. That was third party. I'm just looking at my old games that I had before. Red Faction.
Tony Hawk, nigga.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk was
Red
fucking
Faction.
lit.
Every Final Fantasy game.
Tony Hawk Part 2 was the shit on PS1, nigga.
Fucking
I'm talking about PS2. Even the Tomb Raider. Even though I didn't like that direction, I was like, all right. Onimusha.
I have Tony Hawk 3 on my PS2 right now.
Fucking Soul Calibur 2, like one of the best.
Soul Calibur 2. I'm just looking at all these fucking games. Metal Gear
Solid 2, I got that shit.
That I had before, yo. Bully.
Oh, nigga, that's a fucking masterpiece.
Apple's really an OG, huh?
Like fucking crazy games like Manhunt.
There was a game back in the day on the PS2 and Xbox, right? That was called Area 51. Was leaps and bounds beyond a Halo game. Third party. It was made by Midway. Or at least published by Midway before they got defunct.
Mortal Kombat motherfuckers, huh?
Yeah, well, let me see. Midway and who else? GameSpy actually was published that shit. But Midway, 2005. They used to be fucking bangers after bangers.
Good old days. Good old days.
Like, and remember, like NBA Jams before fucking
NBA Jams, NBA Street. People that didn't even like fucking sports games was still try that shit.
Yo, Blitz.
Facts. Facts on that, Josh.
NFL Street, those games like that, those were sports games I played.
NBA Live 2000, nigga.
Yo,
2002.
I don't watch football at all, Josh, and I played the shit out of NFL Extreme 2 on PS1, dude.
Didn't even know what it is, didn't even fucking know.
Blitz, nigga.
Then Blitz, you had that shit too. You had SSX,
Blitz, yeah.
You had SSX Tricky. You had what was the water jet ski game that copied
Jet Moto?
No,
I want them to bring Jet Moto back so fucking bad, bro.
Facts. Yo, Jemiah, my God, yes, please. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what they waiting on, but
man,
like
we need that kind. We need those type of games to come back, dog. To keep the fucking games
I heard
fucking
Twisted Metal
refreshing.
Coming back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be dope because if
I never liked Twisted Metal, but I'm talking about the third party. But you know what else is cool? I never liked
that nigga said I never liked Twisted Metal. But I'm blocking this nigga right now.
You know what? Because you know what it was. I never.
What was it, Josh?
It was the fucking you couldn't get out the car. No.
Oh, this nigga.
Hey, but to be fair though, man, like I love Twisted Metal. Don't get me wrong. Twisted Metal is classic, but I still prefer Vigilante 8 over fucking Twisted Metal, man. I'm sorry, but I do.
I'm blocking you too.
Fuck you.
What's the weather out there? Because I know it's like fucking a -5 on that motherfucker, man.
No, yo, it is fucking freezing over here right now.
I bet it is.
I'm so upset. I had myself a pussy appointment. And I couldn't
nigga, is it snowing over there, Josh?
I was so mad, man.
Don't you guys have like a fucking blizzard coming or some shit?
On the East Coast.
It already came.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, like, you know, she was like, come over. And I was like, I think I'll be able to, depending on this. And then now she kind of pissed off.
How many inches of snow is over there, Josh?
11.
God,
what? Wow, dude, that's nuts, man. So, yo, when was the last time you guys had snow then?
Motherfucker wearing pajamas.
We have it every year, but this was kind of like a freak thing. But it's 11.
Fucking Uber. What the hell wrong with her?
Oh no, she lives like 40 minutes away from me. So
nigga, ain't nobody doing that shit. You better go to X videos, nigga.
Bro. Get it down.
40 minutes. That nigga said 40 minutes.
Yo, this guy just said X video, yo.
None of my personal life. Anyway, move on to the next
subject. Nigga, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to get down.
Oh shit!
But like low key, high key, but low key, but high key. That honestly, I'm pissed off. That was honestly a true story. Like I can't do shit.
You know, Josh hate the cold too, cuz. So I know
game extra next time, bro.
What you say?
I say you get him next time.
Man, I feel like you ever play Mario?
Tell to send you some news, nigga. Shit.
Yo, no, that shit don't work on me. That shit I'm immune to that shit, yo. Let's send that shit to me. I'll throw that shit in. Look, have you ever played?
Josh want to get pictures of Abby, nigga. That's it.
You know what?
Oh yeah, he does. Oh, for sure he does.
You got black cinnamon.
You got alloy.
Yo, you got black
Abby fucking.
You got black sending me these fucking Abby pictures talking about something. Yo, I know you like this shit, yo.
Who doing that?
Abby artwork.
Who's sending you pictures of Abby?
It's just regular in-game pictures. So he was
man, see, I that's what I should have did when I did my recent playthrough of that fucking game. Dude. God damn it!
Real curious, like who's sending you pictures? Tell me,
you're lucky, Josh.
You're lucky, Josh. I was wondering about it.
You wanted to know. Yo, what a link? What?
Yo, give me a link.
What's up, nigga? I see you in here, boy.
These niggas want Abby to fucking
Larry go out and all
pull your hair.
Oh yeah,
they want Abby to pull your hair and shit.
Yo, game. Shut up. Yo, Games. What you gotta say about the quality versus everybody else? Sony's quality versus everybody else.
In here. He probably doing something right now.
I sent him a link. So, yo, you there? You there, Game Tight?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, what you gotta say about this quality shit, yo? Because I do think that quality would always triumph.
That's what I'm about to do
over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Way ahead of you, sir.
Yes, sir. Treat yourself.
I mean, shit. I think Sony is second to none.
There you go.
And I had the
Game Tight gonna say the truth, nigga.
I had to bring up Horizon because that's the most recent. You know what I mean? They just keep upping the ante, like over and over again. Like what Jemiah said, like if this is current gen, and what the fuck does next generation look like? That's the question.
Hey, and I've been seeing I was in a space yesterday. This dude was talking about, that game doesn't really look next gen. I'm like,
I was in that space.
Who the fuck said that?
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, man. What are you looking at? Because we must be looking at two different things.
It must be the high real. It must be the surreal art style that making people like trip. You know what I mean? It's too colorful or whatever the fuck it is.
Man, that shit looks crazy.
It looks crisp, fresh.
Man,
Beautiful.
I already, y'all get out, I'm
Whenever
telling you
Xbox
right
get a
now.
game like that, y'all niggas let me know, cuz.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now, this is what I'm gonna tell you. People are gonna start making these fucking videos of people shooting fire arrows into the grass and hoping that shit will populate, and it won't populate. That is not the type of game that Horizon is.
That shit's making views.
It is not about.
Oh, where they got that from, though, right, Josh? You know where they got that from, though, right?
Fucking Zelda, that fucking video.
Breath of the Wild. Hey, Josh, I have to admit, I have to confess.
Pause. What the fuck you about to say, boy?
Fucking the price that I paid for Breath of the Wild.
How much?
90.
$90.
Told you.
Canadian.
Jesus Christ.
But I think everything is as high as shit is anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, no matter what first party I would have gotten, even if it was something that was just came out, like Metroid Dread, for example. Yeah, it's $80 over here, dude.
That's crazy.
Y'all paying $8 for that shit?
It'll be
that's our Canadian currency, yes.
It's what it is, bro.
Now we're gonna go into this. We're gonna go on to the second topic, which is kind of leans into it, right? Second and last topic, right? Here's the thing. We need to differentiate trolls from fanboys, because there are trolls that doesn't really care about the console space or the product. They just there to thrive off of the attention that they get.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know what I'm talking about. If you don't fucking
that sounds like me, Josh. Low key, man.
Low key but high key, but low key but high key. No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I don't want to mention his fucking name, but reuse animations, copied and paste, for instance.
Bruh,
right?
That is the
okay.
He a fuck nigga.
Bro, that is some stupid shit. That's like complaining about opening the door. You gotta open the door every time you go to your car a different way.
It's like, nigga, how you want the bitch to climb on him out, nigga? You wanted to fly?
You gotta open it with your hands tied behind your back the next time.
Nah, fuck that. I guarantee his car's pimped out, man, with a goddamn automatic door opener.
These niggas weird as fuck on here, man.
Right, they are.
You gotta tie your shoes a different way every time you put them on.
Put your shoes on backwards or some stupid shit.
Man. Hella
but because people have this need people have this need to like defend their system, so like they feel like by attacking Sony and pointing out dumb shit, they can make Xbox look better. I keep telling you, they are in denial, son. But my thing would be, I would be like, damn, son. I be telling Phil, I want some of that shit, nigga. I won't be trying to downplay it.
Look, man, and this is something that me and Josh talked about too. I said, man, how come these motherfuckers do not demand better? They keep asking for the bare minimum, the same old bullshit. And don't nobody say a damn word. Oh, man, this game's
I'm not going to say that.
He's been grasping for sure as vegan. Yeah, look, here's the thing.
This ties into the conversation, because we're trying to separate trolls from people that we're supposed to take seriously. But
hey, look,
how can we do that if we're actually taking the trolls seriously in the first place?
Look, to do that, to separate them, there's only one way, yo. And people have been shitting on this since it's been talked about, and that is asking for gamer tags and PSNs. Because if the motherfucking game, you see it right there.
But who's just talking though?
That's the reason why we ask for that stuff though, to confirm that they play that shit though.
Yeah, but people
aren't trolling though. They're being dead serious.
Yeah, like I troll the PlayStation side all the fucking time, dude, man. But I back my shit up though with all the games that I play.
Most of these dudes are being dead serious though. They're not even trying to troll. Like
that's true. But I know what Game Cat is talking about because I think I run into those quite a bit.
There are some people that are just in it for the fuckery, man. That's the problem.
The bullshit around.
I'm guilty of that.
Well, no, because you play games and
but on the side though too as well. I do like pay attention to the console war shit because I look at it from a comedic standpoint, but I'm also involved with it too as well. Yeah, I know I play my shit. I just talk a lot of shit. That's all I do.
Yeah,
but I'm still going to play the game regardless that I'm talking shit of. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't be the person, like if you were, right? Say you just shitted on a game. It sounded iffy. and somebody asks you for you'll be glad to get that shit up.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! And I love the reaction that I get from that too.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean because I do the same. Well, I try. I don't.
Did you play Death Stranding? Yes. Oh, let me see your credentials. Show me that platinum, motherfucker. They go quiet.
But yeah, so like if you ask these guys, they'll be like, "Oh, gamer tag. Why do you need to see that? Or why do I need to play the game to talk about it?" Well, if you're gonna shit on it, or if you're gonna praise it, why would you do that without even? You know what I'm saying? But then when you ask for the tag of the PSN, bro, you talking all this shit. Let me see that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could play a game one time, but they don't want to give it up. So it's
because
Josh,
it goes back to
that's
it goes.
where
Hey,
it becomes a dilemma.
Yo, I just pinned something into the space, right? They're looking at what was it? It's Gears of War 3 versus Gears of War 5, I believe. So you guys want to check out that tweet, save it for later or retweet it or whatever like that. You can do that.
I'm reading it now. What this nigga said?
Hey, fucking Josh.
Shout out to Vamos Real. Yeah, what's going on, Chris?
So, Buddy just said, right? Sorry, I don't know your name. My bad. I apologize, man. But you just said, freaking, what the hell did you just say there? Something about freaking, fuck, no, I can't remember. Never mind. Go on. I'll remember it.
That weed fucked you up.
Yes, it did.
The fuck out.
I'm about to get on his level.
Yeah, it did, sir. Hey, oh man, I'm fucking sitting pretty right now, dog.
Hey, now that I see this tweet that Gamecast just put up here, yeah, I seen this dude talking about how God of War, they got the same animations of him getting in the boat. I'm like, nigga, how else is he supposed to get in the boat?
Yo, he's supposed to get on the left side instead of the right.
Right,
you got a bunny hop on.
Man, y'all killing me with this.
You got to roll up on there.
But here's the thing, right? Every time, here's the fuckery. Here's how you can tell the difference between the fuckery. Mario has had the same running cycle since 64.
Oh, whoa. What did you just say, Josh?
Mario had the same running cycle since 64.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
How's unacceptable?
That is his fucking run.
That's his fucking run trademark. What the fuck? Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't get it,
guys. Like if we see some ridiculous complaint, can that be considered a troll automatically? I think that it can be, right?
What kind of complaint?
Yeah, it can be, but again, it's just somebody else's opinion.
What Tony said. What he said, cuz?
What kind of complaint are you talking about, though?
Like, for example, the boat. That's a ridiculous critique or complaint because it's a good animation. It wasn't broken. I just don't know what it takes away if you change it. If anything, adds more work that's got to be done. So that, to me, I consider that a ridiculous critique. That's a super nitpick type shit.
You talking about the boat in God of War, Tony?
God of War, they did it. The recent one with
oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
To me, I see that. I chuckle. That's a troll. He's not serious. No way in hell he's serious.
No.
Yeah, but
they are serious though. They are serious though. That's the fucking problem.
Not everybody, Jemai. Not everybody is serious. I'm gonna tell you this, right?
They're not serious.
No. I'm gonna say a good amount. I'm gonna say a good amount.
Most.
I'm gonna say a good amount are serious about it because there are some lost people.
We can do that with literally even if the game are not connected, they're not sequels. You can do it from one game to a whole different game. You know how we got that dodge mechanic that we see in Spider-Man and we see in a couple other games that Max Payne, I believe, had a dodge mechanic. Where do you think that's from? That's from
Batman, for a new Max Payne game, man.
Bro, Master Chief been doing the same shit since Halo 1. Literally.
So you see what I'm saying? Everybody is they tweak it and change it to how they run. Right. So to me, it seems like it's ridiculous. If you didn't see that, maybe you're just not as aware as some people are. So it's understandable if you're serious.
Tony, it's not that serious, man.
Yeah, like it really isn't. Like
you're gonna see. I seen gentlemen. I seen homeboy right talk about Ayla was floating on the sand or whatever the case is. So there's that.
They're not even out yet, nigga. So what the fuck?
Oh, he talking about that early shit that we seen like fucking 3 months ago.
Yep.
No, he talking about that recent.
No, he's
right.
He's
talking about shit from 2 days ago, bro.
No. It was going on, Silky. It was when they actually
State of Play.
It was the state of play. Yeah, it was the state of play when she was flowing over the sand or whatever the case is.
But we see the gameplay. We know what's coming. There's other games that that have been announced to come out this year, and we didn't see shit yet, bro.
True. That's not very it's pretty patched anyway. So
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. There's no point taking it seriously. The thing is that it's not the trolls themselves that are the problems. The people that keep reacting to the trolls and then
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Thank you for fucking saying that, bro. Thank you for saying that.
That's the reason why.
But you're the ones under the comments trying to go back at them and bash whatever box you don't like. Like, just allow them.
That is
leave them die from lack of attention or whatever. Like, but I don't understand why everyone's getting up in a hissy fit over something they don't.
You know what it is. You know what it is. It's because of this. It's because of this day and age where everyone has to be right at all fucking costs.
Facts, Josh. Facts.
You can't have a different opinion because that invalidates yours, and you feel a certain fucking way because it invalidated you. We've lost.
I will say about the Aloy floating in the sand. I think that's a legitimate. He believed that. He thought, oh, this is how the game is. He might have thought that for real. So that's not a troll. That's
so he don't have no common sense. What you telling me?
People were getting mad. People were getting mad.
Tony, pay attention to the caption. Did he say what? Like what? It depends on what he said. Like if he's like just saying, "Oh,
no, that's true. That's true." I'm just saying that
the power of the SSD. Obviously,
it's
that's
possible.
a troll. Like.
Oh yeah. You're right. But it's possible that you can mix in banter with some actual shit that you believe. You can mix it up. They can do that. And I'm just saying, it's possible that he was unaware and he hasn't seen the game because he's on one side of the fence, not looking at everything. So
fuck that. If he doesn't have a serious critique, I'm not going to take him seriously. Like,
no, you don't. You just correct him. I see that shit. Like,
I ain't correcting nobody, bro. Everyone on this app is an adult.
I can't say that, bro. I there's some people that I talk to is like, nah, this got to be a kid.
No, if you're old,
that's you bring up a good point.
You can do your own research, bro.
Yeah, I love this guy. I love this fucking guy, bro.
If they come back with the same bullshit, the same nonsense, right? But, you sort of
no. But think of it this way. There's a ton of people that I've corrected, but I'll be in a space and random space, and they're going back to their same old ways. You're not going to teach them. They're just vexed that you corrected them. They're going to go back into another space or another comment section saying the same thing they were saying in the first place.
I'm not saying to teach anybody. I'm saying how you take them, you figure them out quick as fuck. And then that's for your own. Okay, this is a fanboy show. I don't need to pay attention to this. I don't want to do that. That's just, that's what I do. That's my tactics.
Tony, sometimes there's no helping it, man. Like,
some people.
Hey, I think this is a fairly PlayStation space, right?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. So
I'm an OG Hey, Capo, I see you. Hey, I just want the opinion of y'all, man. I said something earlier and it actually had me heated. I said if Game Pass went to PlayStation, I would switch to PlayStation and people call me an Xbox. Does that make sense to anybody?
Fuck no.
I was in that space. It didn't go like that. It didn't go quite like that.
I don't want no fucking Game
Pass. No, I'm sorry. No, that is fucking correct. My God, who said that shit?
Guys, I was debating. Tony was one of the guys I was debating with. So Tony, we're both here. You explain it to the crowd, and before you get started, remember I said if Xbox Game Pass goes to PlayStation, I'm switching to PlayStation. You explain how I'm an Xbox.
Why would you go to PlayStation?
Here's why. You know why they call you a bot? And I'm gonna tell you, yo, Fredo, what is that, bro?
Oh, my bad.
It sounds loud.
He was like, I'm tired of this shit. You breathing all the mic.
Sorry, no, my bad. Hold on. Let me turn off my AC. My bad.
No, it ain't the AC. You breathing. You like,
oh, it's the AC. It's not me breathing. Jesus fucking Christ, dog.
Nigga, that sounds organic. Yo, that was organic breathing. That was, no, Fatal. That was organic air. I heard that shit. That was not from the machine.
That shit came from Canadian.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Nah, so look, they called Silky a bot because they thought he was coming in from you know how reverse psychology goes? You know what I'm saying? He was coming in like that, but I don't think so. I think Silky was, was being genuine. Now, he was saying that if Game Pass go to PlayStation, that he would just buy PlayStation and game on that for everything, because now you can play the exclusives right there and you can play the Game Pass games right there. what I'm saying? So he was saying there's no need for me to own a Xbox, and they called him a fanboy, not an Xbox. They called you a fanboy.
No, I got
Of
caught
what?
a
A
stupid
fanboy of
Xbox
what?
too. That's I'm trying to figure it out, man. I was low key heated. Like
No,
first
that makes
time
no
Twitter's
sense.
ever had me heated. It's the first time Twitter's ever had me heated.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't know you was that heated. I think you're all right now.
No, here's the thing.
Nah, I mean, it didn't. I was gonna jump in there, but it was like everybody was talking, but like, nah, I didn't. It didn't make sense to me too because you're just gonna go where you don't need nothing else. It makes sense just to have the PlayStation.
DeAndre, you ain't saying nothing.
I don't think that makes you a fanboy either. I think that just makes you, I want where it's more convenient.
Wait,
So,
what? Y'all want me to jump in this conversation?
Yeah. Say something, nigga.
I'm over here playing this Uncharted remastered collection.
I'm about to hop on that shit in like 10 minutes, cuz.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for this the platinum because apparently my platinums from the original, they got a new trophy list, so not all the trophies unlocked. Kind of salty about that.
Oh, okay. You playing the Lost Legacy or the original?
Uncharted 4, and then I'll go to Lost Legacy. But both of them.
That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah, both of them. Not all the trophies unlocked for me when I imported my save file. Just like, I'm kind of salty. Like I platinum both games and 100% them.
Yeah.
Wait.
So they changed the trophy. What you said?
Apparently there's some changes.
Normally they do a double pop. DeAndre.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the new? I know you've been trolling hard. First of all, you've been trolling so fucking hard.
That nigga has.
You got me upset so many times. Some of the shit, you know what you was doing? Don't try. No. You know what you did.
The Activision thing.
This motherfucker must
the
be
whole Activision thing, yo. You were on it, yo. I was like,
no. I was actually kind of hurt. I'm a fan of Call of Duty.
I remember seeing him in a comment section saying,
"You was like it's over. You was like it's over for Sony. They lost every single post."
I was hurt, man. I love Call of Duty.
But you fumbled the ball when you said it was over for Sony, bro. Like you just dropped it right there.
You know, damn.
Bro, what are they gonna do when Call of Duty's exclusive?
If it is, I want you to understand, yo. Nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, especially if you don't maintain it definitely don't last.
Because I just feel like Sony's IPs aren't as powerful as Nintendo. It can't stand on its own.
You're crazy. You must be.
I want you to wait. Hold on. Wait. Nintendo's been doing the same IPs
since the beginning of the time.
30 plus years. These games came out like 15 years ago, so it won't be. And I'm not knocking Nintendo for doing that.
No,
because their characters are timeless. But the characters that Sony tends to, to make, they are mortal characters.
Yeah.
Once Halo get old, that's it. It's just a franchise. Sony is really about selling the developers and selling franchises, not the actual characters. So I don't think it will ever be as powerful but it has its own. It has its own, merits.
Of course, I'm saying I agree on that.
In terms of Call of Duty or whatever the case is, like if I was under Sony, I would make a Pokemon based off of the machines of Horizon. That shit would be lit.
That could be cool, but then it'll just be a copy paste Pokemon.
I don't care. I don't care.
Like they criticize PlayStation All Stars. Like they got scrutinized, man.
No,
I love that game
because Sony didn't make that directly. Now, if they did a Horizon Pokemon type shit, the Cauldrons can make these machines anything you want. You know what I'm saying? They could just be cool fucking characters.
Bro.
Oh man, that would be.
I hear you.
And it don't have to be like a direct RPG thing. It could just be you controlling the machines, and they, you damage yourself. You have to repair it and stuff afterwards. That shit will be fucking lit. It don't have to be exactly, but I'm just saying.
I hear you. Like just to summarize it, I just feel as though what's happening is if Sony truly loses that third party support from Activision, it's like.
Bro.
I mean, okay. I'm saying 100% when we know for a fact, like the next Call of Duty is now on PlayStation. It's going to turn PlayStation into Nintendo's position where they have to rely on their first party just to sell their system.
That doesn't work that way. I want you to wait. Hold on. Wait.
That's going to make them work harder, bro. That's what's wrong with that.
Who said that? Hold on. Wait. Who said that?
Hold on.
Who said that? Make them harder.
I said that's gonna make Sony step up the game even further.
Is that Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
Yo, the same thing happened with PlayStation and PS3 era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
They had no choice. they had no choice but to lean into their shit because they had all these studios and didn't do anything with them, really. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Either way, what's going to happen is this: if Call of Duty stays exclusive, which they won't, if Call of Duty stays exclusive to that platform, it hurts Call of Duty as a platform.
Yep. I think Call of Duty will still survive.
We're not talking about the survival. We're talking about hurting it.
The brand of the franchise. Just because it's
on PlayStation right now, that we got 1 million shooters, and then a new one comes up. Let's just say, hypothetically, it destroys Call of Duty in gameplay. What do you think happens? You know what I'm saying? We move on.
It has always been the case. It is time and time again. You move on, and I'm telling you right now. Call of Duty has been on that downward slide for a minute. Anyway,
but it's always the best-selling game every year.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's on a downward. It doesn't matter. It's on a downward slide. And let me finish. When you have a title, if it goes exclusively to Xbox, they lose a lot of the fan base. People are just not going to flagrantly move over there. They're going to be pissed.
Laughing at the cap.
They're going to be. I'm being serious.
The fan base started on the Xbox 360, man.
It started off on both of the consoles.
Nah, the 360 version always sold more than PlayStation.
It just flourished. But now look how things changed.
But it does give you the option to buy an Xbox, put it alongside the PS5. Thing,
if something happens like that, it's going to piss you off to the point where you're like, I'm not buying a whole new fucking console.
Well, I'm a multi-platform owner. I got a PC and a PS5, so in a way, I'm not missing out.
So why are you mad? Then why are you mad for?
Because traditionally, I always play Call of Duty on PlayStation. I bought a disc. I played on that console. I go for the platinum. It's like that's what I always do. I've been doing it for like 12 plus years.
So now you don't got the platinum, right? So now that you don't got the platinum, and if it goes exclusively to Xbox,
PC and Xbox.
So what do you do?
I'm just going to play on my PC.
You're just going to play on PC.
Hey, you better get some trophies.
I'm getting Xbox achievements, man. That's what we doing.
So here's the thing. Now you lost the trophy support. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to make you feel some kind of way about the franchise in general. That's you.
Yeah, I told you I'm emotionally hurt about it.
But what happens if look hypothetically, right? Let me ask you a couple of questions, and I want to just ask DeAndre this: what do you like about Call of Duty?
Oh, I like the gameplay itself. It's always solid when it comes out. It never like crashes or have these bugs like Battlefield does.
No, take that away. The actual gameplay mechanics. What do you like about it?
Gameplay? Like I said, it's just solid. It just works. Like when I aim down sights, it actually locks on to the point. I can, the recoil is actually accurate with weapons. They all feel different. The strategy behind it, like the hit glitching you can do, and knowing that the high ground always dominate low ground.
This man's a cheater.
What I heard, DeAndre, what I heard is that I like the game to aim for myself, and I like cheating.
Oh no!
Hey, hold on. Did he just say the recoil was realistic?
No. I'm saying there's recoil for each weapon. So if you don't have attachment on it, you can. What's up?
You talking
about Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty is the best shooter by far.
No, I'm talking about recoil. Recoil is not realistic.
Bro, when you fire a weapon, it's not going to shoot the same spot every single time. Like you have to readjust it.
Recoil in COD is fake.
I fired
fake
a lot of those weapons on that game. It's not realistic.
Yeah, of course not, bro.
So when you go to the target range, let's say you get an M9 and you aim for the center. Do you always hit the center every shot, or does it go off a little bit?
It depends. It depends on your grip. It depends on your groupings.
In real life,
how
much are you waiting between shots? You know what I'm saying? If you
spray in real life, a gun never hits straight.
It's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors.
Somebody's never zeroed their gun in. Who said that?
If you spray,
your shot group is going
to be. You are, bro. You're not hitting the middle.
Yeah, your shot group is going to be based on a lot of things.
You a Navy SEAL or some shit.
Hey,
it's based on your muscle and how steady you are.
And you're never gonna hit straight. What are we talking
I'll post a
about?
video of me right now shooting with
And it's
one
based
hand
on your
before with the
eyesight
other.
too, nigga.
What are we talking about?
There's a lot of factor in the real life shooting than the video game. I got you on that. But I'm just saying that's why they have attachments in the game to help increase your accuracy.
No, we're not. See, here's where this ends, right? It's not realistic in any stretch of imagination.
Of course it's not.
What they did,
I was in the U.S. infantry for 5 years. That's just not realistic, bro.
Right. What they did is they balanced the game so it could be fun for everybody else. We all know that shotgun, if you don't know, shotguns are pretty fucking accurate. But in every fucking shooter, because of balance issues, everybody would just pick the fucking shotgun if you could do that much damage and that accurate. So they nerfed the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens. What they make you do, right? There's a whole psychology to Call of Duty. Is the reason why it was successful. When you shoot something, you get the sound effect, you get the numbers that pop up in your screen to make you feel real good. Just like Holly Berry and Monsters Ball. I want you, I got all y'all niggas talking about some, I want you to make me feel good. I want you to make me feel good. And all these points pop up on the fucking screen. That's what's happening. Right? Yeah. And I get it. It's a culture. It's a culture. If Sony comes out, right?
Oh, wait, so.
Like this is Black laughing. So if Sony came out and took the SOCOM series, right, and repurposed that bitch into a first-person game, had the impeccable level design that they had with SOCOM 2, right, and that whole big ass space, that whole vacuum that's left from Call of Duty. Gets filled by SOCOM. What would you do then?
I mean, I'll definitely check out SOCOM though.
He's getting old. He'll just stick. He won't change. He won't move on.
No. I'll check out. I'll play it. I'll definitely play it though. But first-person shooter is not my preferred genre. Like I don't play that many first-person shooter, but it's just Call of Duty traditionally.
That's right, because Call of Duty made you feel good. That's what happened.
I'm too busy playing these third-person over-the-shoulder games from Sony.
Josh, chill, dog.
Hey, yo,
that's why
Call of Duty can be topped.
I can tell you this: it's on the downward slope. Even if you say that it's the most selling game or whatever the case is,
every year,
right? I'm not. Look, what's going on, Ken? I'm not mad at the fact that it's look, it's going down. It's on a downward slope. They
can agree on that. Yeah,
they haven't improved the quality. That was the biggest issue. If they can improve the quality and kept it that way, then that's fine. But now they're on to fucking Warzone. That's where everybody's want to move to, really. That's where they're going to get their bread and butter.
But first-person shooter going to be fucking crazy.
Sony had to do things the other way around. Like they came out and made some killer fucking multiplayer games. I ain't talking about Killzone. They had a SOCOM that was great on a PS3. PS3 too.
PS3. SOCOM 4 got screwed over because of that hack.
That hack fucked them all the way up.
That fucked it up, man, bro. That community died because of that hack.
And it's a shame that happened. Mag was, I mean, you hate it a little bit.
People like Mag.
But people like Mag.
Mag was over ambitious for the time period.
Hold on. Who the fuck did Black?
I like
that was EA.
Black was a PS2
that was EA. That was EA back then.
That was a PS2 game.
That was a fire game though. I like that game.
Yep.
Did you guys play the actual successor of that game?
Black 2, man.
Well, we did get a Black 2.
Did we?
Yeah, what? But it's just not called Black 2.
What is it called?
I can't remember the name of it. Hold on, let me look it up, man.
Is it made by the same developer?
No, well, the same people that made Black moved over and made their own studio, and they came out with their own game that was inspired on it.
Damn. If you find it, please, look it up. I might emulate on my PC.
Now, I will say this, right? Because getting back to the topic of trolls versus fanboys, right? So you got these people that would be literally on the space saying outlandish shit, not just that dude, saying that Halo looked good, saying that Halo is the best game of all time. They say all sorts of crazy shit in general, and they get all the views. This is the problem with society nowadays. People are hungry for fucking clicks and likes, and it just completely tears down the integrity of anyone just to get a like just to get a retweet. That dude was probably retweeted or viewed that video that he made 2 million times. 2 million times for saying.
What are you talking about?
Shit.
What do you say?
He said that was copy and paste for Horizon.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Let's not act like we don't like laugh into Kingdom Come before we post our own tweets.
No, I'm not mad at that. Here's what I want to say to the fanboys. Now I'm moving over from troll to fanboys. I get that in this day and age, people really appreciate, right? I totally understand that people don't appreciate. People love their plastic. I love my plastic. I love my vehicle. I love my plastics. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. And people don't want to admit to it, or they want to pretend to be neutral. It is what it is. And when you push it to the limit and push it over the edge and start talking or start just being like really rabid fanboy type bullshit, that's annoying as hell. Like I just saw somebody said that Gran Turismo 7 looks horrible and they don't have any other racing game. It's just dumb shit. They posted a picture of the world map of Gran Turismo, and they keep circling that fucking map over and over and over again, saying that that's the graphics.
What the fuck the map got to do with the motherfucking game?
It doesn't matter because people want to be right at all costs.
I hate people.
It doesn't
Just
matter.
Watch get that game.
Facts,
I'm gonna
that is the most. People would say. People would say the most, and that goes for you PlayStation niggas too.
Excuse me, sir.
Look, excuse me. I want to say no. I am a fan.
Boy.
Please.
It's fangirl. It's fangirl to him.
Look. You know what I do with those? I just hit them with the screenshots. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay clips. I don't say shit.
Tony, like I do, Tony. Come on now.
They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, bro. I don't even respond to that shit no more. Maybe here once in a while, you know.
Fan people,
you know what I'm saying? I just be like, yo, check these out. Boom, hit them with the screenshots.
Whenever niggas want to compare graphics, let me know.
They just did it. They posted something, right? And we were all drooling over the whole Horizon pictures. I remember a couple months ago, we were all like, wow, look at this this shit is insane, right? We all liked it, right? Here's the fucking Xbox people. Go. Look, it's too colorful. Look at all the colors. It looks like a cartoon. Oh, Aloy got fat. You know, I'm like, fat. Nobody said anything, but there they go. We can't enjoy shit. So I implore all.
Yeah, but Josh, and you're absolutely right. But to be fair, like PlayStation fans do it right back to Xbox for every time an Xbox fucking exclusive drops.
Because it's tit for tat, and that's my part. Notice how I didn't say Xbite or Pony.
Yeah, you just said fanboys. Yeah,
this got to stop.
I agree.
That up there, yo, that MLBD, whatever the fuck, General, that's a fanboy there, bro. That's the rabid fanboy. This dude don't even have a PlayStation yet.
He don't get no pussy.
Yeah, people like that are automatic blocks for me.
Hey, I put that up there because he be saying some stupid.
I went off on his dumb ass earlier today.
That I just stopped fucking interacting with. I'm like, this dude's fucking out of his mind. And he don't even got a place. He said it to me. I'm like, bro, then why the fuck you talking all this shit? Like, you not even
have a Series X.
Josh, I literally purged my Twitter account fucking at the beginning of the new year, dude. Like adding a lot of blocked names and shit like that, so I'd never see a retweet on my timeline.
Like I totally I get it. I get it.
Block that nigga Paris too.
That's what I'm saying. No. I implore
another weirdo ass nigga.
I implore all of you, if you are a fan of something, right? You're fucking up my Twitter. My Twitter experience is fucked up because of all this tit for tat. I just want to go on and collect news.
Facts.
It's just irritating every time I go on there. PC Master Race, fucking pony, fucking cartoon. I am so sick of it. Please block these niggas. Block these niggas. They'll stop it. Just leave them alone.
Y'all talking about me.
I don't even like
nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, no, Ken.
He loves causing stuff.
Look, Ken.
What, nigga?
Here's the thing. What you do is you say, no one's touching quality of Sony's quality, or you say, look at this. You can't get this anywhere else, right? Which is very trolly.
I was speaking facts. Now, what about it?
But the problem here is that fanboys cannot they can't leave it alone. If I see someone say something about Halo, is that one of the best looking games of all time? I pass it. I scroll past it.
No, I'm talking shit. No, I'm playing.
See the nonsense, man. Leave these niggas alone.
I'm gonna talk my shit, nigga.
There's nothing wrong with talking your shit. There's nothing wrong with talking shit.
It's all entertainment, Josh. Come on, now stop that, man.
No. You want to know? You want to know something?
Look, I'm gonna talk shit if I played the game and that shit was fucking ass and it deserved to be shit on because it was a horrible experience for me. I'm gonna shit on that motherfucker. But if I didn't even play it, I'm just gonna scroll on. I don't give a fuck about this. I'm just gonna keep it moving.
Hey, but make sure
if you're gonna shit on Forbidden West, here's my thing. If you're gonna shit on Forbidden West,
play it,
and then do all this capping for Halo, you damn right I'm gonna talk shit.
Exactly what.
Wait,
hey, but I'm gonna enjoy both though.
But this is not going to ever end.
So you can talk this shit on.
Yeah, no, you're right, Josh. It's never going to end, Josh. It's never going to end.
No, I get it. See, here's the problem. Hold on, wait. Here's the problem with this, right? Mm-hmm. Someone's going to take it serious and is going to fuck with these corporations. Mm-mm. Somebody felt like they needed to say this to cause controversy. He says, Guerrilla Games, I don't want to be that guy, but do you have any black people in your studio?
Who said that?
That is so dumb. Do you know where that studio is at?
That's not a troll. That's not a fanboy. That's a fucking dumbass. That's a block. That's what that is.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
They don't even have niggas there.
And guess what happens? The corporation.
Hold on. Can I ask something? Didn't Microsoft get rid of Black Set Xbox? Yeah.
Wait, did
Microsoft what? Wasn't a good idea, first of all, so I don't even give a fuck.
Here's the thing, man. We can't Microsoft PlayStation. Microsoft did that. Both of these motherfuckers done fucked up, okay? If they acted accordingly, okay, good. Moving on. No kudos. That's what the fuck is supposed to do.
No point collect fucking.
But like, just to bring one up because the other one was brought up, like that's where it got to stop somewhere.
Shut up, man.
We got to stop somewhere. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You don't even respond to that shit. Just don't respond to it because it's not
the reason why because these corporations are looking deep, and what's happening.
I know something like this nigga is hardcore.
It's going to start affecting how these corporations act because they think that you're serious about dumb shit.
I mean, but here's the thing, though. I get what you're saying, but this shit's never gonna stop, though. As long as Twitter is around, people.
But it's mad immature. But it's mad immature, yo. It's mad. Like I get it. It's mad immature.
But it's not. It's the same way with
sports. Not gonna
stop. People say stupid shit when they lose sports all the time.
If we're supposed to be out here being adults and yet we're acting like kids on social media over a fucking console, that's a problem.
I understand.
That's a major fucking problem.
If you want to do
that's what I'm saying, though. People, fans of everything, do that, though. That's with anything.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's still a problem.
It's a problem. But at the same time, it's not going to stop either.
But this is a difference.
Yep.
This is the biggest difference. Fine, if you want to take it there and be like, okay, fine, this is how it is. This is how it's going to be. I mean, these corporations are looking at the shit that we're saying. And they're really going into it. And that's my concern. And people take it seriously. It was a couple of fucking different podcasts where motherfuckers is getting guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like weird ass.
No, that's going too far. That's going too far.
Hey, anybody who doing all that need help.
Yeah, you need some therapy.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you guys. You're underestimating. You're underestimating
childhood traumas and shit.
But here's the thing: you're underestimating what these troll shit will do. These people are taking this shit personal.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like at some point, just mute these niggas.
Though. That's what I'm saying. No, you can't.
But it's not though. It makes us look. People are looking. That's like look. That's like saying, oh, I'm not a nigga. I'm just a regular person. They acting real niggerish over there, but people got to do their part. Start acting better than this. It's fucking up the industry.
Just saying that my thing is like
I'll be real.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, real quick, I agree with Josh
change.
because all you knuckleheads run around here fucking preaching Metacritic scores, all this, and now people's jobs are literally being affected by Metacritic scores when we fucking know that these goddamn reviewers aren't even playing the games all the way. So how can people not get a bonus because of a fucking Metacritic and not get a sequel to a game because of Metacritics when you guys were the ones pushing that shit and made that shit to be so prominent? Like, same thing with Digital Foundry. They just made Digital Foundry some big thing when Digital Foundry was fucking nothing.
And didn't even buy the game. My game on my preferred plastic got a 9.2. You don't even have fucking trophies for it. Like it's fucking annoying. You can rep what you like. That's cool. But the fuckery like that to me personally, that needs to stop. It has to go, man. John. Like niggas is like 35.
Josh.
4 years old and shit like that. Y'all still on this shit?
Oh, you right. Josh. It ends with us. It ends with like everybody in here. Like just don't engage with the shit, and it'll disappear.
I'm trying not to engage with it, man. But guess what? This nigga got 2 million fucking views on the fucking post.
Bro,
saying dumbass shit.
I'm not like honestly, I can't. If he can make some money out of that, man, more power to him. But like, I understand what you're saying.
But he shouldn't make money off of it. This is stupid shit.
What you saying, Fado? Fado, what you saying?
Okay, fucking. So when I called the people out fucking on the Xbox side, right, for when they were capping for Flight Simulator and shit like that, dude, like that it's still like my number one highest fucking retweeted and fucking replied post I have on Twitter. But the very next day when the game came out, not a single one of those people that commented like on thinking that I was talking shit were even playing the game.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't even fucking download the game. Didn't do nothing. I played it. I sank 30 hours into that motherfucker already. How come they didn't do that shit? This is why, Josh, I keep telling you over and over and over again, dude, that I would love fucking to keep the people that do give a shit about Xbox, which is myself and people that I play games with, reboot that fucking fan base, dude. Because that fan base needs to get the fuck out. Straight up.
Well, Fado, you are a bit of a different breed compared to those these Xbox dudes out there, bro.
I agree, but it still saddens me when motherfuckers are out here
motherfuckers on here, man,
capping for shit that they're not even playing.
Well, here's another thing too. This is going to take a little bit of a turn, but it still applies, right? This is the effect of giving motherfuckers attention where you don't fucking deserve it. Cut these motherfuckers off. Right. Here's the thing I was going to talk about. Yes, I'm going to be talking about fucking thirsty ass, thirst trap women. Yes, I'm going to be talking about them.
Okay. Right. Go on, sir.
Just be my girl.
Let me post a half naked fucking picture, right? And say I'm doing it for myself so you can cover bases, right? And then you get all these fucking simps liking the picture, which it encourages the stupidity of it, right? And I'm like, stop giving people attention, because that's what the problem with our society is nowadays in general. Leave these fucking people alone. I don't even know why. Just leave people alone. Like you can like what you like. That's the beautiful thing I like about Nintendo fans. They like what they like and they are just done with it. They don't give a fuck about this shit. They don't care. But it's getting old. We're getting old.
It's just a new age of toxicity. That's all it is.
Look. Speaking of getting old,
you gotta think about the social media age too, man. Everybody's
eventually that shit gonna collapse. But speaking of,
my bad, Josh.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say social media is a very dangerous place to be in.
Yeah, we're all seeing that. We're all seeing that. Like with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. There's people that say that they don't like spaces, right? I like spaces because I can have a conversation like this with people I don't follow, I don't know, and then you guys can get to know me, you. You know what I'm saying? And we can have these particular conversations. That's the beauty of it. But then you got people like Xbox University that says the dumbest fucking shit on earth.
And then he's back, right? He got another account.
This is third one. Of course he did.
He got a backup too.
You see what I'm saying? Just the dumbest fucking
shit. The backup is backup.
I gotta put this nigga on his backup now.
That's what I'm saying. That's how bad it is. So it gives one side of the fence. You can have
Game Hero's another one, nigga.
You can
I ain't never seen.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Hey, I ain't never seen the motherfucker beg for followers like that motherfucker though. God damn.
Who? Game Hero?
Who?
No,
hold
University.
up, man.
Oh man, you man's ain't gonna
Who
say his
game type you
name.
talking
He's
about?
not here.
I'm talking about University.
Hold up though.
That dude.
Hey, if y'all
Wait, is that
gonna call
Silky?
out Xbox side, man, y'all gotta call out PlayStation side, bro. Like, keep it 100.
Most of the Xbox fans are toxic.
Bro.
Most. I didn't say all of them.
That boy,
Okay,
Josh is so toxic.
Akira. I don't like him. He hypes up every game and doesn't play them.
I want to say he said Akira. I want to say this. I don't be looking in it. I stay in my own lane or whatever the case is. And I will say this: the only problem I have with Akira is I get it. Like you say that you live in Japan, right?
That's what's up.
Cool. And then you say that I don't understand what's the difference between black people and white people and Asian people. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He said that? He said that?
No, he didn't say that. I'm just relegating it. But he said some shit like he was talking about Forspoken, right? He says for Forspoken, I wonder if this conversation would be the same if it was an Asian person or a black person or a white person, right? But now that topic is one topic in itself, right? That could be discussed and it's interesting, right? But he started getting burnt for that shit. And then he defaulted to, oh, I live in Japan. I never knew. If you didn't know about the culture of the United States,
oh my goodness,
don't even reply to it. You can't. You are a grown man.
Hey, but
I love you to death. I like your work. I like your channel. I like how you keep things, kind of level. When it comes to the fucking identity politics, that ain't it, Akira. It isn't. Because you can always, yeah.
What do you mean when he said like, as far as the conversation, like it would be different if it was like, an Asian?
Like what you mean?
Like,
be right back, Josh.
What did he mean?
He meant the controversy saying that what's the girl? She wasn't black enough.
Huh?
What?
Yo, let's not.
Are you talking about the fuzzy girl in the desert?
And this nigga, yeah, fuzzy girl in the desert.
You talking about the girl that's in Forspoken, right?
The girl that's in Forspoken. But what he was trying to do is he was trying to social justice for black people, saying that why do black people have so much, like why are you getting so much flack? We don't need anyone's help as black people. I don't need another race's help to explain anything. I'm articulate enough to explain why people think that what they think. I don't need another race to jump in there and root for me. I don't. Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. And it's like he was able to smoothly go back to Japan with his topic. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to offend anybody. I'm Japanese.
What does being Japanese have to do with anything? You don't know what's going on in the world.
But I'm like, if you want a social justice for black people, make sure you know the culture and the place where they came from and the struggles.
He don't know all that. He don't know all that.
Then don't say nothing. That's my point. Don't say a motherfucking thing about it.
I agree with you, nigga.
For the clicks, and for people to hit you with the likes. Whether if he was to block me after this, if he hears it, fine. I'm just saying,
you a cool person. Who hear it, nigga?
Look, you a cool
I'm
person.
telling all yo.
Look, he a cool person,
a grown ass man, boy.
But I don't care. I don't look. If you don't know too much about the culture, do not we get it enough with a lot of white people. Oh, you should be offended at such shit. Stay in your fucking lane.
Up. Exactly.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, but here's the disingenuous thing. I don't know personally what it was. I don't know what it was on an intrinsic level, right? Maybe he thought something, but a lot of the times when people do shit like that, it's all for the fucking likes. They want to say some shit.
That virtual signaling thing.
It's the virtue signaling. They get a whole bunch of likes for saying some shit. And that's what I don't fucking like. If you're doing it for likes, or you doing it to get that dopamine hit when you see all them likes, you're not a real person. You're not a real motherfucker. Period.
I agree 100% with you, Josh.
Hey, I gotta ask, man, what does those likes feel like? I ain't never got over 100, so if y'all could go ahead and like some of my shit, give me over 100.
I should be doing numbers sometimes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: that shit is annoying because people don't stop liking the shit.
I muted it. Like one time I said something, I keep it moving. At first, you look at it, you like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah,
like, "Oh, that's cool," and you like, "Damn, shut the fuck up."
And then you got hundreds of people replying back and forth to your shit, having side conversations. I'm like, hell no.
I be high as fuck, nigga, and I don't be responding to everybody. I'm sorry, fuck them, but
fuck that.
No, I don't know. Some people are weak to this shit, yo. Some people really feel like they need the clicks, they need the likes.
Well, that's a trauma issue. That's a trauma issue.
That's the whole thing. That's what I don't like about homie.
That's some insecure shit they got going on.
That's what happened when you didn't exist in high school or college.
I didn't go to fucking college. That shit.
No.
He's saying like the popularity type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like if you were
you mean they need to fill that need? They need to fill that void.
Yeah, it's like if you look at the
I don't give a fuck about people, so
that's not trying to sell
like I'm good.
if you look at the most gangster dudes on here, it's the dudes that's probably never been in a street fight in their life.
Exactly, I've been saying that shit.
Yeah,
just like that Beast of Truth nigga talking about he gonna shoot people and shit.
Yeah, they get to be something they're not. So they're like, yo, like in real life I'm Edward, but on Twitter, I'm 50 Cent. Like this is cool. That's how
that nigga said Edward.
Edward, oh damn.
Yo, why did you just make that name sound mad derogatory, bro? That's fucked up.
Nigga name is Berthaniel head ass and shit.
So here's the thing. I wanted to say this as a gamer, right? This wasn't a part of the topic, but this is something that I've been feeling. I've been
feeling about thirst traps or something you was talking about.
No. That's I already said what I said in terms of people thirsty for fucking likes. They'd be annoying, but you keep liking their shit. Like leave them alone. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
What I've been thinking about is getting old.
Yeah, me too.
Now I know most of the people that's in here are probably in their 30s, right? Am I correct?
I'll be 35 this year, nigga.
Yeah, man, I'm in mid-30s, man. I cross the street when I see those young girls now,
nigga,
man. I ain't too old.
Hey, I ain't there yet, and I don't want to be.
Well, I just turned 17.
You will be soon, nigga.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
I'm about to be 30 in 4 weeks.
I just turned 17.
I'm 15 years old.
But I noticed. I said this thing out of joking. I said this thing out of being goofy. Right? I said this thing by being goofy. I'm OG, right? Boy. Think about how Sony, right? How Sony been making these like storyline games, right? And you basically walking simulators, quote unquote. I'm thinking to myself. I said this before. Are they doing this for my old ass? Because my reflexes is getting slower, and I And I just need to be a part of the game, and I need to feel better. All these easy stuff. I seen a Fortnite player. This nigga was fucking 12. Build fucking Rome in 4 seconds.
Hey, these crack babies built different, man.
That motherfucker, you build a whole fucking city in 4 seconds, man. How I can't even fathom that. I can't even process that much data in my head.
Yeah,
seeing somebody doing that shit is fucking bananas to me. Bananas.
Gamecast, another thing, man.
Fortnite is the most skill-based game there ever was, even.
Fuck that. Hey, for me, like, you probably got to let the pre-workout wear off, man. My vision get blurry off that pre-workout too.
Nah,
shut your ass up.
You have to land every pre-workout. Every shot, or it's done. That game is wild.
We're not hyping Fortnite. That's what we're not doing here. We got that random damage. We're not doing that.
But y'all ever feel about that? Y'all getting too old? Do y'all feel like y'all getting too old?
Hold on, yo,
man. I was smooth at Call of Duty.
What's going on, Lincoln?
I challenge anybody to beat God of War on Give Me God of War and see what they.
There you go. I was just gonna.
I'd be on Give Me God of War.
Hey, and that shit ain't no fucking joke. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's hard as hell. The tutorial is the hardest part of the game.
It requires some reflexes. I mean, and you still play Call of Duty or first-person shooter.
It's not harder than Breath of the Wild.
I can't stand you. I'm so sick of you.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, man.
Hey, yo, that's not difficult, man.
Yo, so I hit a bunch of likes on your timelines. How's it feel? You feel better?
He petty.
It is again.
I went through the timeline, hit likes on everything.
Josh don't get likes, man.
Man, you talking about me, nigga? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, my bad, nigga. This is the nerve, nigga.
He talking about Silky, and I do get likes, bitch.
You don't get likes, nigga.
I do. Yo, 1,000 people like
numbers,
nigga. 1,000 people like my fucking Sugar Plum Thought song. So shut the fuck up.
Oh no!
First of all, I didn't know you had a song. Second of all, man, this is like my 10th space. You still haven't shared any nutrition secrets, man.
Chili, nigga. Chili and protein shakes. That's what I do.
All right, there we go, man. I've been joining these spaces. I'm like, yo, man, I'm trying to get cut like dude. Like you in here holding out on the secrets.
Okay, if you have any, and this is on like a serious note, if you have any questions pertaining to your health, I study herbal medicine. So if you have any questions.
Nigga, he want to get buff. No, he don't want to get eternally healthy.
You still got to keep your health up, nigga.
I ain't trying to live forever. I'm trying to get buff and die.
Okay,
I'm playing on that dying
good
part.
luck, nigga.
No, I'm playing.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Do y'all look. When it comes to getting old, when it comes to getting older, right?
My bad, y'all.
That shit sound 3D. You heard that? That 3D audio.
Yeah, I heard it.
Be a PS5.
I'm on my PS5 headset. No, I'm not.
Josh.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something real quick, Josh. Speaking of 3D audio, when I tried it on my Samsung, when I had my Samsung, I have an LG now. Of course, as you know, the 3D audio sounded. It didn't sound right through the TV speakers on the Samsung. So maybe.
Oh, you're talking about the 3D. You're talking about the thing is.
Update thing, yeah.
There's a. You have to. It isn't easy to kind of control the how can I put it? Like your controller actually is listening for your position.
Correct.
So if you're not in the right position, it's going to fuck up the sound. And they gotta do it better. Like for me personally, I love headsets. I need that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. And when I'm in an apartment, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the apartment and shit like that, these walls are thin as shit, man.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I went downstairs, after, I went downstairs to go to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the neighbor was coming out the same time I was.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, hi, how you doing? I was like, I'm doing fine.
Like,
she was
who's Abby?
She was, shut up. She was like, hi, I was just going to ask you, do you work overnight? I said, no, I don't. I work over there. She was like, oh, well, were you asleep yesterday? And I was like, what the fuck you getting at, bitch? And then she's like, I heard black.com. Was that you?
You fucking lying. Stop playing.
Stop fucking playing, bro.
I know you're going to say you bitch be watching, fucking listening to fucking Josh fucking beat off.
She was like, I was pouring a glass of milk, some warm milk, and I just couldn't help but hear.
Well, you want to come over and find out, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you trying to say?
What you trying to say? That VR headset on with the window open and forgot.
The window open. That's terrible. I bet I ever.
Fatal. What's the time over there in Canada? It's because I'm out.
It's 9:10 right now.
Yeah, that's right. It's East Coast. It's 9:10.
Yeah.
Huh? In Canada?
Yeah, it's still the same.
No, the North Pole.
I don't know why I'm thinking y'all are Pacific time like us for some strange reason.
Some areas, some provinces in Canada are.
It could be the weed.
It's 6:10 in Cali if you ask.
Weed.
So let me ask you guys this question, right? I got a question for you all, and then we can end this space. I really appreciate you guys jumping in there.
Fuck you.
I've been thinking, and give me the truth. It's only A or B, by the way. But I've been thinking. There's been I used to do 3 subjects. It was 2 gaming subjects and then a off-topic one. And I feel like the flow of the off-topic one wasn't good, and I feel like it needs its own designated space. So my question to you guys is, would it be beneficial to have a designated space sometime during the week for like whatever's on my mind, the off-topic thing, or should it still be incorporated within the existing gaming space?
Whatever you feel like.
I think you should keep them together. Because if
go ahead.
Oh yeah, I say keep them together because if the topic's not popping, you're gonna have a space about nothing.
Oh no, I always keep these topics.
No, I'm just saying, like, if whatever's on your mind, if it's not like, if it's not popping off, then you're just gonna be like, damn. All right,
I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work. I do want to keep it.
What do you want to do, Josh? Nigga, don't answer.
I mean, all his off topics is so incendiary, so it's always gonna be popping. Like, And then you were like,
there's that,
Naughty Dog is
but
trash. That's fucking
no. Well, usually my off topics will be something along the lines of like life, right? And
all women are thoughts.
Y'all be talking about the new shoes.
Oh, Josh, I got some shit to tell you, nigga. Pertaining to, how can I say this? I guess the world.
I think I
And
already know.
it's in Switzerland. And it's in France as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I
Was it a new variant?
Start with a C.
We got a new variant?
No, nigga.
No.
I'm talking about no. I'm talking about some off the wall shit that's about to happen.
Hey, the government about to come get us, man. Let me know, man.
Nah, shit about to get real, cuz for real.
I ain't trying to be butt naked in the back of a car tied up.
No, nigga.
I mean, maybe
way worse than that.
Nigga, why you being so vague, nigga? Just say it.
I really talk to Josh about it because these niggas don't understand, bro.
Hey, man, it's almost Sunday. If you scared, you can wait till tomorrow.
Nah, ain't nobody scared, nigga. Like I know guy got me shit. Nobody scared, boy.
So that's what I'm going to say. Like usually my off topic is about just
real shit though.
Kind of shit that I've been thinking about. In this particular case, like I was questioning like masks, and then one of the other off topics was just getting old. I was going to do that today, but the momentum of these topics kind of, is trending in a different direction. So I was like, should it be separate or should it be together? I feel like I like the focus on gaming and then the focus on the off topic. I'm pretty sure it'll just make me stronger. Mm-hmm. I think I'll be able to make a off topic and a decent subject that will get people coming in, and it won't be so jarring. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When you're so used to talk about gaming and fanboying and shit like that, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, what about these prostate exams? You know?
Right. Whoa. I think you should separate it if you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like when we're talking about games and, things is, we're having a good time laughing about, this and that. And then some serious shit happens. Like, oh, nigga, I don't want to hear about this shit.
Yeah, a lot of times it really could just kind of fuck up the flow and shit like that. Right, I don't want to do it. I've been letting it ride to see how it would work.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm just like,
trying to test it out. Yep.
I was like, I feel like let me see if the separate topics is that, especially since I don't stream on YouTube anymore. I do that shit on Twitch. So now I don't have like an overabundance of shit. You know what I'm saying? On the channel. So I think
now you said.
Huh?
You said that you're on Twitch now, you said?
I've been had a Twitch for a minute. It's just that it was so old.
His channel is Abby's #1.
That nigga's stupid.
I do make sure I host your channel there, Josh.
Yeah, his channel is dudes.
It's crazy because I be playing video games on my Twitch, but the conversations that we have, me, Black, Jemiah, some of them shits be out of control, yo. So even though I'm playing games, they be like little mini podcast type situations, but not like that deep. It'd be like really fucking crazy. We sound like we drunk. That's what it sound like. But it'd be pretty lit. I don't know, get all that food.
Yeah, it do, because I get it do. That's
but I'm not trying to. There ain't no shameless plug or anything like that. But I was just kind of thinking. Anybody that follows, I want to try to push this.
Go follow his Twitch channel, abbylover.com.
No, it's not. No,
that's his backup account, Jemiah.
Oh, my bad.
His primary.
I got one more thing to ask you, yo. I got one more thing to ask you guys. Right, this is on a separate topic. Do you guys have a burner Twitter account?
No.
Hell no. I don't have time for my old Twitter account. Fuck.
Yeah, this password a lot.
I remember that game. I remember that game now that was related to or the successor to Black. My bad. Body Count.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'll say Bullet Storm.
No. Body Count.
Yeah,
Body Count.
I remember that. There was a Killzone killer too on that Epic Studios made.
No one bought it.
Failed.
No one bought it. I bought it used for like $25 at GameStop, dude.
They were like the guy that made They were like the guy that made the multiplayer for Killzone went over there, and then that shit fucking flip flopped.
Oh yeah, dude, that game flopped really bad.
Hey, is that what happened to Killzone? Like the dude that made the multiplayer left?
He came back and made Horizon. Say again, yo, what's good? What's good, Ken?
Check your Twitter DM when you get time.
All right, cool. I want to say this too. Now, there's a reason why people will have burner accounts, burner Twitter accounts. Twitter has some of the latest porn ever.
They still do, nigga. The fuck?
One time I was I forgot which one.
I forgot Stone. What's up, Stone?
And I was like, ooh, I like this. I almost hit the like button. I was like, that ain't the main Twitter.
Nigga, I you got a bookmark it,
bro.
Everybody saw that. Everybody would have saw the nastiness. I was like, oh no, shit.
I be putting that shit in my notes on my iPhone, nigga.
Everybody would have saw the nastiness. They be like, damn, Josh, I didn't know you get down like that. Why are you looking at them type of women?
Bro, we already know all your porn that you watch is centered around the gym. We got you, man.
With trannies.
I had to go watch gym porn. I'd be pumping iron buck naked and shit.
Well, yeah.
I'd be doing.
Why do you think I just said that? Jabaya with trannies.
I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I called myself out with this, right? So they do they do have that shit. I was seeing, Jabaya, you back? I'm mad at you, yo. Because I was like, is there a such thing? I Googled it, right? I said, is there a such thing as Abby porn? And they came out with workout fucking porn, right? Like women that are fucking bodybuilders. That was a no-go for me.
Yo, Josh is in heaven, bro. Josh is like, yo.
That was a no.
Yo, nigga takes his boss.
Them lady parts was too damn strong in the
real. Nigga,
absolutely not.
Nigga, arms be jacking this nigga off, be strong as fuck, boy. The fuck?
Yo, I was like, why her shit look like that, man? No.
Y'all boys wild, man. I'm about to go feed my goldfish.
That nigga said goldfish.
That nigga don't have no goldfish. All right, guys. I'm
the goldfish.
All right, man.
All right, I got